Safe.
Back for game 2 here in Metro South County. Matthew Kim beats out an infield single. Him and Caleb Sturtevant are on pace here in game 2 of the doubleheader. We apologize for the quick turnaround, not quite ready to get going right at first pitch given the situation, but we are here as quick as possible. T-Bolts have runners on first and second for this one, Sam Camacho hitting cleanup in this one, swings and misses at strike 1.
So while we were getting ready to start us off, Gabe Pegace single to center. Sturtevant reached on a fielder's choice as Pegace is out at second. And then Sturtevant advanced on a wild pitch, and eventually Matthew Kim singled.
That one might find some grass, and that's going to fall. Caleb Sturtevant was caught in between second and third, but scampers to the hot corner in time. And the T-Bolts have him loaded. These bats remain hot.
I'm interested to see if they're going to count that as an error or a hit. I'm not sure if it hit off the glove or not. But we'll see in just a moment how it's scored. It is going to be scored on an error.
Interesting.
So the error being picked up from shortstop Robert Kelly.
Next man up is Trent Lopez. Hasn't seen a ton of action overall, but when he has, he's played really well. Takes a pitch upstairs, ball 1.
Yeah, Trent Lopez, really an electrifying guy in this lineup. Wherever you put him in the order, he's always dangerous. And he's got a huge opportunity to break us open early in this game.
He certainly has the power. We saw him hit 2 homers in Southern Maryland in the 7-6 loss. That pitch is in there for a strike. Got to talk to him after the game. After a tremendous day at the plate. He swings and misses strike 2. T-Bolts bats are hoping to stay hot, get 3 in a row. You're going to have to face Caleb Rist on the other side for Metro South County. Game 2 of this doubleheader. Pitch goes in the dirt, well blocked by the backstop. William Dean Reynolds doing the catching in game 2 after, I would assume, the everyday guy James Robinson will sit out this game. 2-2 to Trent. That's a popped foul. If the T-Bolts were to get a win in this game, they would have their first winning streak of the season. It's been quite a long afternoon of baseball. Plenty of it to go around. This one's only going to go 7 innings. After game 1, pitch goes high, 3-2. So these two teams completed a suspended game from about a month ago. Were able to play roughly 7 innings the first go-around, and now here in game 2, they were looking to keep it rolling, and Trent Lopez does just that, walking in a run.
That's a big-time way to get started for the Thunderbolts. They produced 3 runs in the game just a couple of minutes ago. They won that game 3-0, but if you can give your starter Griffin Roussel, who's going to be pitching in just a moment, some backup of even more than 3 runs, it'll bode well for this Thunderbolts team.
Now it's Connor Fricky, the first baseman out of Babson. Swings and tips it into the mitt, strike 1.
Fricky had that first game off, so he's been looking at the Thunderbolts putting together a lot of good stuff in that first game, and he's going to try to add to that here in the second game.
Of course, a very interesting crouched stance as he takes strike 2. He causes Cutney to be the first base coach here in this game, rocking the red helmet. Dean Wandell down at third. Of course, this T-Bolt squad making up for the absence of Max Eckert. Pitch goes upstairs, ball 1. At bat stays alive. for the pride of Babson College. And, of course, if you were in D.C. yesterday, Connor Fricke was introduced as the one and only Connor Fricke. Pitching the dirt ball, too. Quite a way to be introduced for Fricke by the PA announcer at Talbot Field. Fricke waits on the 2-2. Takes it up high, ball 3. And just as I was speaking about Talbot Field in D.C., the T-Bolts are boasting the same approach that they did just 24 hours ago. The full count. It's hit to shortstop. And the Metro South County Braves turn a 6-4-3 double play to end the threat, but the T-Bolts do get on the board here in the top of the first in a 7-inning game. Very important to get off on the right foot in this contest, given the shortness of the game. We'll get back to the action, but first, a word from our sponsors.
Parkview Capital. Parkview Capital believes your financial strategy should reflect more than numbers. It should reflect you. As a trusted investment advisory firm, Parkview Capital partners with individuals and families to build and protect wealth. Parkview Capital personalizes strategies rooted in your values and long-term goals. Whether you're growing your portfolio or preserving a legacy, Parkview Capital crafts a clear, customized path to your financial future, one that evolves with you. Parkview Capital, a proud supporter of the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Finn Family Group. Dan Metcalf has long been a supporter of the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts, and now he's at a new location. The Finn Family Group for perennial real estate. If you want to find that perfect home in the perfect community, the Finn Family Group is for you. The Finn Family Group believes in community, and they bring that sense of community when working with clients to find homes in the Silver Spring Tacoma Park area. Call them today at 301-450-6999. The Finn Family Group, a proud supporter of the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Well, as you mentioned, Brian, excuse me, it'll be Griffin Roussel on the mound. He's flashed some good stuff at times. Feels like he's due to put it all together in this start. Right-hander got here a little bit late, but it's kind of one of many irons in the fire for Brock Hunter's starting rotation, the native of Ellicott City, Maryland, who goes to Point Park University. Currently a rising junior at the collegiate level. He's thrown 18 2/3 innings across 4 starts, 11 strikeouts in that span. Last time we saw him was against the Southern Maryland Senators in a game the T-Bolts lost by 1 at home. Went 2 innings, giving up 4 hits, 5 earned runs, striking out 1. He's got the makings to get things on track. His best start of the season would have been at the Bethesda Big Train on June 14th. First pitch he fires is a strike. In that outing, he went 3 innings, only allowing 1 earned run, even though 4 came across. Best numbers on paper as that's grounded over to third past a diving Sam Camacho. Matthew Kim at shortstop able to back him up. However, the leadoff man gets on for the Metro South County Braves, and one of your first-team all-name guys, Julian Lemper-Turkshire.
Yeah, no, I always say, though, I always take his nickname Turk instead of his full name because I think the double last name in this instant, it's cool to represent both your mom and your dad, but yeah. I don't think it goes well together. But, you know, shout out to him.
Doesn't go well together for your first-team all-name purposes.
Yeah, it's all subjective.
That's right.
There's no definitive top list. But, you know, in my opinion, I think the name Turk is really cool.
Not to insult the name here, where you're just evaluating from a, coolness perspective.
Absolutely. Subjective as well.
That's right. Here's strike 1 to Chip Crease. Continues to hold down second base for the T-Bolts. I would assume he's on top candidate for first team all-name, right? I mean, I know you're a Lee Turnip Seed guy.
You talking about Chip Crease?
No, Turk. Julian Lemper-Turk.
For his nickname, yeah, I'd say so.
Interesting. Kai Schmelzer continues to be a heads-up catcher. Crease squared to bunt. They call it a strike. There was no appeal on whether he went around or not. Or if he committed to the bunt, I should say. However, that home plate umpire just straight up called strike 2. So it was right in the zone where it needed to be. Roussell's next offering will be deposited into right field, right on the foul line. Crease will hold at third, and Turk goes to third. I should have said Chip Crease holds at first. Didn't attempt to get a double out of it. And just like that, runners are at the corners for the Metro South County Braves.
Well, it's a good thing that the Thunderbolts were able to at least get that one run in the top of the first. Probably would have wished they did more damage with at least the outlook that it's looking like right now to start this game. But Griffin Roussell did get a little bit of help with that one run. Let's see if he can settle in. He's got plenty of time.
Hey, if the T-Bolts offense can keep the pedal to the metal, anything's possible. It's really early in this game, even though we've only got 7 innings to play. Camacho playing in, Fricky holding the runner on first. And the first pitch is a strike to Robert Kelly.
Yeah, that looked a lot better from Roussell. He threw that one with authority, with a lot of velocity.
Next offering just misses for a ball. Looking at the defense behind Roussell, Gabe Pegues is in center. The captain of the outfield to his left and right is Marco Polizzi and Trent Lopez. Going across diamond, Sam Camacho is at third. Matthew Kim back at short. Hyden Prell holding down second as that is swung on and missed. And Connor Fricky, the new first baseman. Doing the catching is Kai Schmelzer, which I hinted at in game 1. They were not going to have Kelleher catch both games. And Caleb Sturdivant's doing the DHing. So, unfortunately, the ride ends here for Mason. But maybe not for long. This count goes to 2-2.
Well, bats that are hot stay hot.
That's
Hopefully
right.
he keeps that going as the season goes along. We'll hope to see that in Gaithersburg tomorrow.
The 2-2 is fouled off, kind of bailed out. Roussell, who had a runner trying to steal on him, and Chip Crease. Or Kress, pardon. I always want to say Crease, but it's Kress. And his real name is Christopher. He is a junior who goes by Chip. I would say that's pretty cool if you're evaluating nicknames.
Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, Chip is pretty smooth off the tongue. Pitch misses 3-2. Roussell trying to work through some traffic here. Again, not much changed in this lineup, but the only 2 real substitutions were Trent Lopez and Connor Fricky, as Kai Schmelzer gave it a look around the bases, but Robert Kelly does take a walk to load him. Now it'll be Joey Swakowski. That's quite a name. We're seeing a couple good ones. So you do have the responsibility of giving us a first team all name.
Well, I don't want to bring it up every time we're on the call just because it ruins the hype of the moments.
Yeah.
And once we get that list going, I'll let you guys know. But we're going to keep everyone in suspense.
And you're trying to build the momentum, the suspense,
Yes.
for the moment everyone's been waiting for. First pitch to Swakowski is hit out to center field. Pegues, his throw is perfect. My, oh my, Gabe Pegues. On paper, that throw did not do anything. However, if you were here seeing it live in person, it was a beauty.
Well, it held the runner. That's what it did.
Yeah.
As soon as he wound up, I don't think Turk wanted anything to do with running home.
No, and especially not on that throw. That was a strike to Kai Schmelzer standing on the plate. I mean, tremendous arm strength from Gabe Pegues. And now Aiden Simoneau, who I believe we just saw on the mound.
We
is
did.
now hitting.
We did. He closed out the game for the Braves.
That's right. Next pitch is in there, strike 2. Rochelle is Starting to get things back on track in the face of adversity. Can he put Samino away? That's going to be popped up to Polizzi. He may not have the same fate as Gabe Pegues, who is in center. And the run does score. The Metro South County Braves end up tying this up. Julian Lemper-Turkshire scores on a sacrifice fly. But I think in that situation, you will trade the run for the out.
Yeah, you'll take that. You got lucky enough that it was held from Pegues on that last throw, but you know, fair enough. The run came across. Now you got to hold off any other runs.
First pitch misses, ball one from Griffin Roussel.
Both teams got their run in the first inning. You dealt with some adversity on the base paths, but
that's tipped into the mitt. They almost had him.
Ooh.
Robert Kelly's got to be careful.
I had to pause there, as that looked like it was going to be out number 3, potentially. Braves get a little lucky.
So Caden Behan, who's doing the DHing in this one, stands in. First AB of the day, did not appear in game 1. Takes ball 2 down low. You consider Griffin Roussel and what he can do for the pitching staff. Do you see him as someone who can be a difference maker in this rotation, one way or another?
Yeah, for sure. He's got the skills and the tools, of course.
Fouled off right back into the fence behind home plate.
And I don't know if you guys on the broadcast heard it listening in, but it was very loud from the PA when they introduced Caden Behan. This is actually the high school that he just graduated from. He's playing as a hometown kid.
That's really cool. So he's basically going nowhere. That's tapped right in front of the plate. Kai Schmelzer takes charge and throws him out at first base. Well done there by the T-Bolts defense, which looked quite good here in the bottom of the first. And the Bats will look to back it up in the top of the second.
Athletic House. Athletic House on 18952 Bonanza Way in Gaithersburg is a promotional product distributor making pens, mugs, and T-shirts for advertisers. The Athletic House can supply your company with every possible promotional product from 3,000 suppliers. With so many ad specialties available, Athletic House can help leave a lasting impression with your customers, and they will create long-lasting relationships with your clients. Athletic House, a proud supporter of the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Radial Tire Company. The Radial Tire Company on 9101 Brookville Road in Silver Spring specializes in balancing, repair, and installation of your car's tires. The Radial Tire Company has experienced technicians with a commitment to quality service, advanced equipment for balancing and installation, and comprehensive repair options. The Radial Tire Company on 9101 Brookville Road in Silver Spring, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Top of the second here at South County High School as the T-Bolts take on the Metro South County Braves in Game 2 of the doubleheader. We are going to see 7, 8, 9 in the T-Bolts order. Marco Polizzi, Aiden Prell, and Kai Schmelzer.
Well, the Thunderbolts, they won that first game 3-0 that we just saw no more than 30 minutes ago. And for the Thunderbolts, it was a big win, not only just to get the first back-to-back wins on the season and just get one game closer to that 10th win, but at the same time, with beating the Braves, they've now beaten 5 of the 7 opponents that they face on their schedule in this league. The only teams that they haven't beaten are the Olney Crop Dusters and, I believe, the Southern Maryland Senators. So
yes,
they've beaten everybody but them after that huge win against the Braves in the first game.
So Marco Polizzi is going to lead things off. He's someone who's, quite frankly, burst onto the scene as a late midseason addition. But he has come on really strong. What do you think you've seen out of him and the impact he's had in a deep, outfield group?
Oh,
He gets hit by the pitch.
I've seen some toughness.
Yeah. He did that last night. He got hit by a pitch against the DC Grays.
Probably the worst place to take it, right on your backside.
Yeah.
Well, there's one other place that you wouldn't want to take it that I won't disclose.
Yeah, I think everyone can figure it out themselves where that place is. Next man up is Aiden Prell, who we've been singing his praises and how he's heated up for the T-Bolts as of recently. He takes ball 1 upstairs.
Yeah, I was really impressed with the way that the Braves' offensive lineup looked in that first inning. I think the Thunderbolts are going to have to match that this inning. They had a great start. Unfortunately, Polizzi taking the brunt of it, but here's the opportunity to take that lead again.
Prell in a hitter's count, 2-0. Takes it outside 3-0.
And for Prell, he had to face a lefty in that first game and an experienced pitcher in Gavin Elliott, but now he gets that righty-lefty matchup that he favors.
And that's ball 4. So the second baseman at Dickinson College will take it for a walk. Just like that, he turns it over to Kai Schmelzer.
I think Kai Schmelzer has been impressing me all season defensively, but offensively I've loved his patience recently at the dish. I think he's been a guy that draws a lot of walks for his age.
Take strike 1 there, and you're absolutely right. I mean, just the maturity that he has as a rising freshman in college, has not yet played with Gulf Coast State, and he's being proactive getting out here on the summer circuit. Next pitch is strike 2 to the backstop. Shown great defensive prowess, great instincts behind home plate, just the heads-up baseball that he plays, always on alert 24/7. And he's not getting beat by advanced competition by his standards. He's holding his own at the plate. So I think there's a ton to be said about the type of player that he is.
Yeah, he always takes a lot of pitches and really brings those at-bats out as long as possible. 9 walks in 13 appearances offensively. A very impressive mark for a young player.
The 1-2. That is hit out to left field. That's going to get over the head of the left fielder, Sam Mosman. It does score a run. Marco Polizzi comes around and touches home. Aiden Prell goes to third, and we talked about Aiden Prell just hanging in at bats at best, the best he can at this stage in his career, but instead he turns on a baseball and he gets a huge RBI double.
Yeah, how about Super Kai Schmelzer? Really just a great hit over the left fielder, as you mentioned, and that's something that we haven't seen from him this season is that extra base hits. But he was just all over that ball right there. That looked like a nice swing.
No doubt about it. And now it's turned over to the top of the lineup. Gabe Pegues leading things off. Takes strike 1. Pegues did have to exit last night's game in D.C. due to a thumb issue. T-Bolts were being careful with him, rightfully so. Polizzi inserted into his spot in the order. Pitch drops out of the zone, ball 2.
But yeah, even just looking at Kai Schmelzer's stats, he was hitting at 162 coming into this game, but he was on a 392 on-base percentage. So he was getting on base at a high clip, but finally that bat just looked real nice right there.
And it's great to see that he's doing that at this stage in his career. Like, he's only going to get better as he gets to college, gets stronger, gets the man strength.
100%.
And such. I mean, the sky's the limit for a player like him. And, if he can be a polished catcher in the college ranks, pretty exciting. The 2-1. And there's strike 2. So, yeah, now considering that Gabe Pegues had to deal with an injury, great to see him back out there, no problem today.
I mean, yeah, he blasted a home run.
He didn't miss a beat, I was going to say. So it seemed like that was just a one-off for him. Takes strike 3. That's very uncharacteristic of the all-star center fielder. And now it'll go to Caleb Sturdivant.
Yeah, it was just a really nice place pitch. Something that wasn't really, I don't think it wasn't what Gabe was expecting, but it was just nice overall.
Caleb Sturdivant, the number 2 hitter, who is DHing, still not seeing any action in the field. But it's nice that he can just be back in the lineup. He was mashing before the injury. Take strike one there.
And even since coming back from that injury, he's certainly had his moments. He had a home run in Gaithersburg in a game that he looked really strong in, and he's still as fast as ever on the base paths.
He's really come into his own in Silver Spring. Someone who was with this team last season, as he fouls it away. Hits one of the poles right at the bottom of it. That's upholding the netting here in Metro South County. But the defense was always there for him. He always looked like a Gold Glove center fielder. It was just a question, can the bat come along enough? And he heated up in the second half of last summer, and it's carried over to an even better version of Sturdivant, I should say. He takes a pitch upstairs, ball 1. The key for the T-Bolts offense has really been coming through in scoring chances, which they absolutely have right here. And Sturdivant get it done, and he does not. Announcer jinx at its finest right there. That pitch was in the dirt for strike 3, and now the T-Bolts have one more out to work with.
Well, the good news for the Thunderbolts is it took 3 runs in that 4th inning to be the decisive way for the Thunderbolts to win it offensively. Those are the only 3 runs they scored. Already so far they got 1 in each inning and still loading here in this top of the 2nd.
Matthew Kim gets a piece of a baseball, and it is not low enough. Sometimes you got to hit it on the ground. Kim got a good barrel there, but left fielder was able to squeeze it. And Sam Mosman, once again, he was kept busy, but Kai Schmelzer's RBI double gives the Thunderbolts the lead once again in the top of the 2nd. Griffin Roussel will take the ball to start the bottom half of it.
Chuck Levin's Music. Chuck Levin's Washington Music Center at 11151 Veers Mill Road in Wheaton has been serving Washington musicians since 1958. Chuck Levin's is family run and is famous for instrument sales and its repair facilities for guitars, woodwinds, brass, strings, and electronics. Open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 6. Chuck Levin's Washington Music Center at 11151 Veers Mill Road in Wheaton, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Wild Bill Sports. Wild Bill Sports is about travel baseball and fun. At Wild Bill Sports, travel baseball is the journey players take to develop skills, increase confidence, and grow with integrity both on and off the field. Wild Bill Sports also promotes community engagement and giving back. Contact Wild Bill Sports at wildbillsports.com. Wild Bill Sports is a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Seems like there's a promo going on here in Metro South County. They got a piñata on the third base side they're having some fun with, and a lot of swinging and missing, given that there is a blindfold on the starting pitcher from the previous game, Gavin Elliott. They're just having some fun, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, I really hope the guy holding it doesn't get smacked.
He's had to
That's
move.
pretty dangerous.
He's had to move
He's
around
swinging that bat hard.
quite a bit, yeah. And I don't believe the piñata was broken, unfortunately.
They'll break it off the field.
Just chuck it in the ground like Gronk.
Didn't go to
spike
plan.
it.
Didn't go to plan. Got to go to plan B.
Not everything does. Well, we'll check back in here, bottom of the 2nd. T-Bolts leading 2-1. Griffin Roussel has already gotten some run support, but at the first pitch he fires in this inning is ball 1. That pitch is taken for a strike. Standing in is the left fielder, Sam Mosman, who was quite busy last inning, as we mentioned. Takes ball 2 there. Kind of had to duck out of the way, which maybe gave the wrong message about what that pitch actually looked like. 1-1. 2-1, pardon. Is grounded over to Camacho. Knocks it down right in front of him. Fires on the first for out number 1. Well done by Camacho, whose defense has come such a long way.
Yeah, no, that arm is really strong from Camacho. I mean, you have to have a strong arm to play third base. But between him and Acosta, whoever's sitting in that third base spot is always going to hold it down. That's a big-time play from Camacho and big-time first out for Roussel.
I mean, he's a very physical player. As right as we're talking about him, he gives a look to a ground ball foul. And he's got some good strength on him, so it makes sense that he can play the hot corner. He's got good mobility off of it. The 0-1 hits a Camacho once again. He's going to be tested. This time he makes a clean scoop. Fires on the first. As this a carbon copy type of play for Camacho.
Just much better so far from Roussel in this inning compared to the first inning. Seems like he's starting to dictate the pace that he wants now at pitcher.
I certainly like the way he's operating, just a little bit more calm on the mound, getting the contact, trusting his defense behind him. First pitch in the dirt ball 1. For William Dean Reynolds.
This is a Braves lineup that looks completely different from that first game, and I think that's a message. When you can't score a run in a game, you know, you have to change things up, but they have almost a completely new lineup with only 2 or 3 guys that played in that first game.
That's hit well out to left. Trent Lopez not able to make a play on it. He's going to go for 2. Throw not in time. Iden Prell smartly comes off second base in order to catch the throw and prevent it from going elsewhere. But a great swing by Ben Robinson, pardon. That was, and goes to the top of the lineup.
Yeah, it's honestly a really good throw by Lopez. It was offline, but at the same time, he knew he had to get it in there hot. He knew he wasn't going to get the guy at second, so I think just the fact that he threw it in quickly got the job done.
Pitch in the dirt ball 1 to Julian Lemper-Turkisher. By my count, Brian, there are 7 new names in this order.
Yeah, it's only 2 guys turning around. Looks like it's Crace and Kelly.
I was going to say Chip Crace and Robert Kelly remain in the order. Pitch goes for ball 2.
Surprised no Mocklin.
Yeah, they got Robert Kelly at shortstop, who was, DHing in the last game.
Usually he plays third or first.
That is past Fricky, a fair ball just out of the reach of the big first baseman. And back-to-back doubles. Turkisher gets it done, and we are square at 2.
Well, time for Griffin Roussel to just flush it. It happened. You gave up 2 doubles, but you did the hard work of getting 2 outs before those points. You just got to settle back in, get this out against Chip Cress, and finish off this inning.
And, I mean, so unfortunate that it came with 2 outs right as he was getting in a groove. First pitch in the dirt ball 1. He seems to be tinkering with some off speed on his first pitches.
Yeah, I'd like him to go back to just that good old velocity fastball. There it is.
There it was. Not in the zone, though, ball 2.
It's like he heard me while he's winding up or something.
Got to be calling pitches from in his ear with the new pitch calm system.
I think Kai Schmelzer's better equipped for that.
I'm sure he's more prepared as the catcher for him. 3-0 on Chip Crace. Waits on the pitch. And, of course, the get-me-over strike is right over the plate. Or strike 1. Chip currently a rising senior at Stevens Tech. He swings and misses at strike 2.
Great bounce back from Roussel. Started 3-0, now back to 3-2, especially after giving up a double. It'd be really easy to just 4-pitch walk somebody.
Chip, a native of Alexandria, Virginia. I wonder if the Aces feel any betrayal and That's going to be upstairs ball 4. So a nice at-bat by Chip. Still keeps the inning alive for Metro South County.
Yeah, at least when it comes to high schools in the area, it looked like he went to high school outside of Alexandria, so went to a private school, Merritt school. So, yeah, I don't know, especially since Alexandria and Lorton are so close to each other, I guess maybe, you know, both are similar.
Still a hotline there.
Yeah. Maybe both poach from each other.
That's a way to put it. Once again, Roussel starts off in that bat with ball 1, but he bounces back nicely on Robert Kelly firing a strike.
Yeah, Bob Kelly didn't have the RBI in that first game, but I'm sure he's seeing it right now. He's got the opportunity in front of him. But Griffin Roussel, he's just got to get through him. He's got to go attack him and hope that his defense can back him up.
He can only hope. I'm sure Kelly's hunting that RBI chance as the stage is set. But he's ahead in the count 3-1. He might try and draw the walk off of Roussel's hands. He waits on the pitch. That is strike 2.
My goodness, that's some velocity.
Yeah.
I would love to know what that pitch clocked at.
Fortunately, we don't have our TrackMan guy with us.
Shout out Grant.
Shout out Grant. I was just going to say, he's the man. That's popped up. It's going to go foul. Right over the bullpen.
That was a real thwack of the bat, huh?
Oh, yeah, you could hear it.
You might have even picked up on the headset.
May have, given how loud it actually was. But, yeah, that fastball, when Roussel lands it, it's really good. That's going to be a grounder to Matthew Kim at shortstop. He plays the hop well, fires on a frozen rope to Connor Fricky, and Roussel, escapes the jam, only allowing 1 run. And T-Bolts will try and keep the 1-run innings going. Maybe more coming in the future. We'll get to the top of the 3rd on the Thunderbolts Baseball Network, but before that, a word from our sponsors.
Fetch Pet Care. Fetch Pet Care at 10111 Colesville Road in Silver Spring is your premier in-home pet care service. From dog walks, cat care, overnight stays, pet sitting, and medication administration, Fetch Pet Care provides services tailored to meet your pet's individual needs. Fetch Pet Care at 10111 Colesville Road in Silver Spring, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Tacoma Torch. The Tacoma Torch, founded in 2019, brings laughter and a sense of fun to residents in Tacoma Park in the DMV. The Tacoma Torch features satirical articles about the region that those with a sense of humor can appreciate. Send a headline or idea their way to tacomatorch@gmail.com and watch what they do with it. The Tacoma Torch is on the web at tacomatorch.com. Tacoma Torch, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Well, these two teams are trading punches, per se. I don't know how you describe 1-run innings, but there have been the Thunderbolts scored 1 in the top of the 1st, and the Braves scored 1 in the bottom. T-Bolts did the same in the top of the 2nd, and so did the Braves. I mean, it's not necessarily crooked numbers in frames, but I don't know. What would you call it? Maybe not a punch, but
I just describe it as like what you can do, I can match. If you dish out a run, I'll dish out a run. If you dish out another run, I'll dish out another run.
So maybe a duel per se.
A duel, I like that. Or
yeah,
as the slang of people say nowadays is going band for band.
That's right. But I'm more old school than that at 18 years old. So Sam Camacho takes ball 1.
Got an old soul.
Get back to the action, yeah. Pitch, low ball 2. I don't know. It feels like Camacho's been right on the cusp of breaking out this summer. He has all the tools to do so. He's had some big swings and moments. the third base defenses looked a lot better. He just has to complete the profile at the plate. And again, he's got the ability. Pitch fouled over the press box. Out of play.
What I'll say about Camacho too, as well, is as he's still working on that hitting product, the walks have been there. He's done a good job of getting on base regardless and seeing as many pitches as possible. That's the thing that I look for if you're a hitter still just trying to get that flow in, and he checks that box off.
Fouled away by Camacho, strike 2. So he had a full-on hitter's count initially in this at-bat, but now has gone full against the Metro South County starter, Caleb Rist.
Look at the flick of the wrist.
That is popped up, and it's going to fall fair. Rist picks it up in fair ground, and Camacho beats it out.
Wow.
Respect the hustle. Sam Camacho kick starts this inning with possibly the strangest single I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was a strange one. If I'm being honest, I think Rist thought he had more time than he actually did. If he would have just threw that as soon as he picked it up, he would have thrown him out. And Camacho hustled as hard as he could, but he wasn't exactly blazing over to first base.
Well, he's a big dude, not necessarily a speed demon, but
he's got the power.
Gets it into gear when he needs to, and he excels in other areas. That is popped up. They're giving it a look. Ben Robinson giving chase. It's going to go foul.
That's a win for Trent Lopez. You got to see a pitch that he got to hit, and he didn't have to look like it was the way everyone reacted. I thought someone was going to go get that.
Yeah. Now, Sam Mosman giving chase as well, but neither him or Ben Robinson could catch it. Ben Robinson, not to be confused with James Robinson. I believe the two were brothers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
I remember doing the background checks on everybody. That's swung by Trent Lopez. That might be gone, and it is gone! Trent Lopez once again goes yard. Well, no more one-run innings, Brian. We've got a two-run shot on our hands. Trent Lopez, folks.
This guy, I mean, him and Gabe Pegace, they're going back and forth as well. Another instance of going band for band, per se. Gabe Pegace takes the lead on the team with home runs in a season with 3. Trent says, okay, I sat that first game. Here we go. Watch this. Boom. Now both of them got 3 home runs on the season. A great, fun duel between your rival teammate in a way. That's a fun battle that maybe we'll see as the season goes on.
Ball 1 to Connor Fricky. That ball just carried and carried and carried some more. Got out of here over the, commemorative jersey number stretch on the outfield wall. Fricky takes ball 2. Trent Lopez, man.
He's got some pop.
That guy is seeing limited action, but when he gets on the field, he makes his presence known. That pitch in there for a strike, surprisingly. Did not look great from our angle.
We can go over his stats real quick. I mean, he's playing in his 11th game. He's got 3 home runs. He's hitting over 300 with now 11 RBIs and 9 runs.
That just goes to show you how deep this outfield core is. Pitch misses low, 3-1 on Connor Fricky. I mean, there's so many names that you can turn to. You have a Polizzi, you have Caleb Sturdivant, who maybe we'll see in the outfield. As Fricky takes ball 4 in the dirt. Well done by the first baseman to work the count. You have Gabe Pegace, who was an all-star. You have Cameron Baker. You have Griffin Puvel, who is not here today, also because of a draft party, similar to Colin Gibbs. And then Trent Lopez is just hanging out on the bench. Joey King even has seen corner outfield action. Very unique spot. That is hit by Polizzi. Sounded like it snapped the bat. And it's caught out in left field by Mosman.
Yeah, it's unlucky. I think he might have gotten a really good swing on it, but just got held back due to the bat.
I think he got his pitch to hit. Just didn't hit it hard enough. And yes, I can see the angle of the bat. It did kind of snap on the handles. They're going to have a mound meeting as our guy, Mike Presky, gets on first base coaching duties as a pitcher, might I add. I mean, he's a man of many talents and wonders in this world.
I love the chemistry of this squad. They all bond together. They all cheer each other on, no matter what the score is, no matter what the situation is. And they all pick up different roles as well. We've seen Sturdivant be really helpful as more of like a player coach when he was out. We saw Kutney earlier at first base, and now Presky. It's just been a pleasure to see all these guys bonding all season. The camaraderie's there, and we've just been waiting for the output. But with back-to-back wins for the Thunderbolts, and right now with a 4-2 lead, the momentum is building, Patrick. It's beautiful to see.
For sure, and it would have been really easy for these guys to kind of roll over based on how the beginning of the season went. You know, they were giving up 20-plus runs a game, and that can't have been fun, but this group has really stuck together, which is a testament to a lot of things. You know, there are just a lot of great people on this team that still care about baseball a lot. They still show up every day, put in the work. And by the end of the summer, there's just really good camaraderie in general. Guys still stay in contact. Post T-Bolts summers and such, you can really learn a lot from so many different types of players. It's really cool to see. These guys show up preseason, get acclimated, and ultimately become a brotherhood by the end of it. Chris Warren, head coach of the Metro South County Braves, does make a pitching change. So the day is done for Caleb Reist. And on the mound now, the Braves have called upon a left-hander. And that left-hander is Cameron Main out of Lynchburg, Gabe Pegase's teammate.
Well, that'll be fun. Should be a blast. But real quick, while we wait on the pitcher to warm up, Patrick, let's play a little bit of hypothetical ball here.
Okay.
So if we look at the schedule for the Thunderbolts,
yep,
they have won back-to-back games against the Grays and this earlier game against the Braves. They're currently up 4-2.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow they play at Gaithersburg, and the last time they played Gaithersburg, they found their confidence against them. And then the day after that, they play the Aces, who had a game postponed that they were up 3-0 against.
Mm-hmm.
If the Thunderbolts can close this one out, and if they can put together a strong performance against Gaithersburg, and they keep that game against the Aces going, we could see 5 in a row for the Bolts. I know that sounds a little crazy considering we just saw the first back-to-back wins, but how fun would that be?
That would be extremely fun. I mean, the T-Bolts looked really good against Gaithersburg the last time those two teams squared off. And Alexandria, they're leading that game 3-0, so if they can hold the lead, you know, all things considered, it's a tall task at this point. You really got to stay on the grind, but not impossible.
Can't get too ahead of ourselves, but I just thought that was an interesting perspective to bring up.
Very. That pitch in the dirt, ball 1 to Iden Prell.
I mean, even just looking at the last 10 games, the Thunderbolts 4-6 in their last 10, just much improved from where they've been most of that season, usually sitting at 2-8 in their 10 games.
I mean, they beat the Giants 15-2 the last time they were at Criswell Automotive, as Iden Prell takes ball 2.
Yeah, that was a game that I got to see. Unfortunately, our broadcast failed out, and that was such a fun game that we were going to be able to call. But regardless, 15-2, home runs from Pouvel, Sturdivant, it was just dominant.
That's strike 1 to Prell. Makes sense that he took it. He's going to have to face the left-hander here in this spot in Cameron Main, the native of Roanoke, Virginia. That's a ground ball over to Chip Crace. And he bobbles it, and he has no play. My, oh my, he looked like he was trying to turn a double play. Would have been really tough given where he was at. And he was a lot closer to first base than second, so he would have had a quick fire on to get Connor Fricke, but instead, a little bobble gets neither. Connor Fricke on second, Aiden Prell on first.
Yeah, I think that was a good shout from the T-Bolts bullpen. Not going to say who it was, just to keep some things anonymous, but
yeah,
he got a little greedy. He wanted to go to second and did too much.
Pitch in the dirt, ball 1 to Kai Schmelzer, who really got into a baseball his last time up. Drilling one out to left field.
That was the best swing I've seen from him all season. That was really impressive.
I mean, I know that the phrase "got too greedy" is harsh, but that pitch in the dirt, ball 2.
It was true in that sense, for sure.
You really think about it, like Chip Grace mined on second base trying to get that lead runner. You know, kind of messes with the mechanics and stuff, and maybe too far in his own head.
That's why you always keep running your hardest. Aiden Prell ran it out, and everyone was safe.
That is hit by Schmelzer. Grace able to get it that time, a quick flip. And what goes around comes around. Chip Grace able to get the double play that time. Stranding 2 runners for the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. But Trent Lopez breaks the tie and doubles the Thunderbolts' run output. It is now 4-2 in favor of Silver Spring Tacoma, and we'll go to the bottom half of the third here in this one.
Nando Peri Peri Chicken. Nando's Peri Peri Chicken on 924th Ellsworth Drive in Silver Spring is the best chicken in the world because it uses peri peri sauce. From chicken on the bone to wraps and sandwiches, along with salads and veggie options, Nando's is your choice for great food.
Oh.
Nando's Peri Peri Chicken, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. United Therapeutics. United Therapeutics in Silver Spring develops pharmaceuticals and technologies that help patients in need of organ transplantation. United Therapeutics is guided by the principles of always striving to do the right thing and relentlessly pushing to always do better. As a result, the company was included among America's best companies by Forbes magazine. United Therapeutics in Silver Spring is a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Well, the offense keeps on chugging for the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. They have scored at least 1 run in every single inning here in this game. Kai Schmelzer quickly goes back out there to resume his catching duties for the right-hander Griffin Roussel. It would be great for Roussel to have a shutdown inning and keep the momentum going for the T-Bolts bats that have looked fantastic.
Yeah, Roussel, if he's able to at least get 2 outs in this inning, he'll at the very least, outlast the starter for the Braves. So we'll see at least if Roussel can keep that streak going. It was nice for the Thunderbolts to knock out that starting pitcher early.
Leading it off for the Metro South County Braves in this inning, Joey Spakowski. Could already tell that he's from Marymount by the helmet, keeping his collegiate helmet with him over the summer. And we were well informed by our viewers they are in the Atlantic East. I knew it was something similar to that, American Atlantic East something.
You were close. I think you said American East, but you were, that's,
American East is D1.
Easy to get mixed up, yeah.
I know UMBC is in the American East.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, Marymount D3 school here in Arlington. Pitch misses upstairs, ball 2. For the record, I did get into Marymount when I was applying, so flashing my irrelevant college decisions and such. Count goes to 3-2. But it's a great school. Nice liberal arts, and had a great time visiting and seeing the campus. That is outside ball 4. Very close from Roussel.
Yeah. Back-to-back pitches that were just right there. And Roussel still looking to find that finished product right now. I think once he's able to finish and find that strikeout potential towards these end of these counts, I think it's right there.
Well, he's really been grinding through a start. Hard to follow up John McGowan's 4-shutty performance. So that swung on and missed. Strike one. They get that opportunity. T-Bolts have one of their own, Wade Hartrick, who's seen some catching time, but has come out of the bullpen majority of the time as Swakowski able to take second on a stolen base.
He did get him with the strikeout, though. Kai Schmelzer caught it. He was just going to throw it and dropped it from there. So they're going to call it a called strike 3 that he caught.
Good catch there. I did not even notice that. I was so focused on the stolen base. That's why you're here. That's why we got 2 people on the broadcast. As that is popped up, Gabe Pagase coming in on it. He will make the catch. Some frustration from Caden Behan, knowing that he just missed that pitch. It was a sky-high pop-up. And he doesn't move the runner, Spikoski. And now Sam Mosman will get a shot. He's 0 for 1 today. First pitch from Roussel to Mosman, misses ball 1.
I like the name Mosman. That's pretty cool. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. Just like the name.
Observing.
Yeah, just observing.
That's grounded foul.
He gets a little nod of approval from Brian Alves in terms of the name department.
Oh, and our guy Sam just said that he has a good first name, Sam Mosman, very fitting.
I don't know. The name Sam, meh.
Ball 2 on Mosman.
The name Samuel, though, that's the one. Because now I'm getting picked on by our beat writer.
Well, you kind of asked for it. You insulted his name, so.
I didn't insult his name. I said his name was meh.
That's a little derogatory. 3-1 on Mosman.
For those back at home, I'm just messing with our beat writer. He has a great name. And my shoes are great, right, Sam? he literally he had these shoes in the past, so.
That's strike 2 on Mosman. He was ready to take his base, tossing the bat to his dugout.
The shoes are a little dirty, but he can't say that they suck if he had them in the past.
We were having this conversation pregame, and Sam did claim that he owned Brian's shoes. So to go back on that and say that they're not good is quite the opinion, as that is actually ball 4 to Mosman. We can get over the whole Sam debate or whatever this was.
Yeah. We were going a little back and forth off the air.
A little banter. Well, you're on the air.
Yeah, but me and him are communicating through little signs.
Yeah, he's hanging out running our socials while Nick Ronholm is in Toronto. That hits off of the glove of Schmelzer. Runners go to second and third on that pitch.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, that hit the glove squarely. Just, I don't even know what happened, if he turned it over or whatnot. Brock Hunter will have a quick word. All the infield coming in behind the skipper.
This is the biggest at-bat potentially in this game, just due to the fact that the bases are heavy here, and when you have a 2-run lead, if you're able to get this last out, it's a 2-run swing. But if you get if a single goes by and 2 runs score, that's a negative 2-run swing for the Bolts. So I think I'm really happy that Coach Hunter thinks this is important enough to have a mound visit. We'll see how Roussel does.
Sometimes he sends out a Mariani to go chat with the pitchers. Obviously a bit tough for Brock Hunter as he's the head coach, pitching coach, whatnot. He's got to worry about the whole team, but of course as a pitching mind, he likes to have a say in that as well.
He's got that hands-on approach, really.
Yeah. And having Mariani and Wandell, who were both players under him that pitched under him, is extremely helpful. They know his philosophy. They're bought in, and that throw gets away. A pickoff attempt goes wrong, and a run scores. It is now 4-3, Metro South County, without Roussel even throwing over the plate.
Yeah, there's just no real reason to throw that back over to second. But it already happened. Time to turn it over.
It's only one run. Pitch looked good, however, does not get called. So that's ball one. On William Dean Reynolds, who's doing the catching. He'll take a pitch upstairs, ball two.
And he better hope that he doesn't have anything crazy happen this game, because he's giving me a lot of options with his name. William Dean Reynolds. I can make some puns.
That's ball four? I guess so. The scoreboard had it wrong here in Metro South County. So runners are now in the corners. And would you like to share one of the puns now that he's on base?
Sure. You could say William Dean Reynolds just sent Roussel to the principal's office.
Oh, the dean. Yeah, you have three options to make puns with. So, yeah, I guess the dean thing works. We're a very pun-heavy broadcast, in case you guys don't know. Brian loves his puns. Sam's a wordsmith whenever he's on the air. That's tipped into the mitt.
Not only on the air, but in his articles as well. Check him out.
That too.
At the Thunderbolts website.
Ben Robinson tips it into the mitt, strike one. And then I get in on the punt action every so often. Schmelzer throws down to second. That's a great throw. And they got him. Kai Schmelzer gets this T-Bolts defense off the field and keeps the score at 4-3. So well done by the backstop to get it done. Aiden Prell on the other end of it completes it and makes the tag. We'll go to the top of the fourth as Metro South County has scored one run in every inning. They keep their tradition alive.
Parkway Deli. The Parkway Deli on 8317 Grubb Road in Silver Spring has been dishing up deli classics since 1963. The Parkway Deli is a family business, and their family loves to bring great food and service to yours. The Parkway Deli is open 7 days a week, 8:30 a.m. to 9 p.m., Monday through Friday, and 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays. The Parkway Deli on 8317 Grubb Road in Silver Spring is a proud supporter of yours, Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Silver Spring Jewelers. Silver Spring Jewelry is Washington area's only complete jewelry store with a staff of 13 jewelry associates and 8 goldsmiths. Now in 3 locations in Tacoma Park, White Oak, and Silver Spring. Family owned and operated since 1971, specializing in diamonds, custom engagement rings, repairs, engraving, and cash for gold. Go to silverspringjewelers.com for more information. Silver Spring Jewelry, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
So Roussel overall has allowed minimal damage in his 3 innings of work, in each individual inning per se. Only giving up 3 runs. Trent Lopez been the difference in this one with a 2-run shot. And this T-Bolts offense will go back to work. Gabe Pagase was the man at bat when Marco Polizzi was called out on interference at second. So he's going to get a fresh at bat. And the first base carousel continues, or first base coach carousel. We've seen Nolan Cutney, we've seen Michael Presky, and now Frostburg State's Brandon Brown is wearing the red helmet.
Really cool. I love it.
That's great. We're gonna have to keep a tracker on it. We've got three different guys in 3 innings, or now 4, I guess.
I hope future coaches. I mean, think about if you could put that on your resume. Yeah, no, while I was playing summer ball, I did some coaching.
Yeah, what you know about 1 inning first base coach Michael Presky?
You can exaggerate that on the resume.
Yeah,
in a couple games, I was doing some first base coaching.
Just don't mention like how long you did it. You just say, yeah, I did first base coaching.
Yeah.
And
He's
technically
not
you're not lying.
Yeah.
You don't have to cross-reference or anything. The 1-0 to Gabe Pegues. He taps it over to third. Ben Robinson makes a nice charging play, but Pegues' speed is too much.
Oh, my gosh, man. This guy's a motor. If he puts the ball in play, there's no sure way if it's in the ground. If he grounds it in the infield, there's no sure way of telling if he's going to be out or not. He's always going to have a chance to get there.
And that was very similar to what he did in the All-Star game, getting his first hit, beating out an infield grounder. I mean, he just kicked it into gear to the nth degree. And now he's a threat to steal second because of that speed.
Well, another game, another multi-hit performance for Pegues.
He's inevitable as Caleb Sturtevant takes ball 1.
Like you said, I'm expecting him to take off in just a moment.
He now has a chance to overtake Jonah Acosta, who's been hurt, unfortunately. Swung and miss. Swung on and missed, pardon me, by Sturtevant.
Yeah, poor Jonah. I mean, he's another one of those guys. As soon as he gets on base, he's taking one.
Yeah. But just an update for the people. Jonah Acosta, you may be wondering where he is. And unfortunately was being checked on by, and they got Gabe Pegues picked off. He is safe.
Oh, my gosh.
The ball
How do you stop this guy?
The ball is dropped by Robert Kelly. They had Pegues. Now the left-hander threw over.
Unreal.
Cameron Main had him picked off, and Pegues fully committed, smartly, to getting the second, and he got there.
Yeah, I mean, if I was in his situation, I would have froze.
Yeah.
That's why he's playing baseball.
Swung on and missed. Strike 2 by Sturtevant. Yeah, that's why we're sitting behind the table calling the game rather than playing in the game.
Well, when you can have the speed and athleticism that a guy like Pegues has, but also have elite knowledge of the game and just that quick determination of what you're going to do on the field, that's dangerous.
He's currently a D3 athlete at Lynchburg. However, he might not be there for long given how the transfer portal works. He is shown out at every stop.
I mean, I really hope that at that All-Star game he got some looks from some scouts. He's been impressive all season. He was the only guy on the team to get multiple hits in that All-Star game.
Yep.
Everyone's an All-Star until it's time to be that star, and he was the star of that game.
Yep. It was phenomenal to watch. And there he goes for third. And now he's going to get home. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man, someone clip it.
You talk about the baseball IQ.
Someone clip it.
And it's shown on full display right here.
This guy's a one-man wrecking crew. I mean, we haven't even had the second at bat, and he's already back to the home plate. He started at first. He beat out the throw to first, and then now ends up at home. We haven't even seen the end of this at-bat.
He just created a run by himself. Beat out an infield single. They had him picked off, but he gets to second anyway. Takes third, kind of on a heads-up stolen base attempt, and then the throw gets away for him to come home. My, oh my, what a sequence of events. Sturtevant's been in the box this entire time, as that's fouled away. He's getting lost in the shadows all of a sudden. I mean, Gabe Pegues, folks, that reminds me of when Ellie De La Cruz did something very similar to that, where he just stole like 3 bases at one shot. That is swung on and missed on a check swing. Sturtevant knows that, kind of went fishing for that pitch, and he records out number 1. However, Gabe Pegues just took care of the RBI opportunity himself.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, it's no wonder this guy leads the league in runs.
Mm-hmm.
He came into this game with 30 runs, and now he's got 31. He's already 3 above Cal Johnson, who's in second. Not to mention the guy's got 16 stolen bases coming in, but surely just at least grab 2 or 3 more of those.
First pitch to Matthew Kim is in the dirt. And, like, when you can create a run by yourself, quite literally, like, he is the sole reason the T-Bolts have 5 runs on the scoreboard rather than 4. That's, yeah.
That's like some MLB The Show stuff, really. Like, You max out your player's speed and you just run across all the bases. It's ridiculous.
1-1 on Matthew Kim in the current at-bat. And, yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, if there were any MLB scouts out there, Gabe Pegues had to have stood out. Or maybe not MLB scouts, as that pitch is in the dirt ball too. But college scouts maybe looking to bring him up a level in college. He's only at D3 Lynchburg, so he is certainly a guy that could pop up on some radars very quickly with the way he's performed in 2026. Matthew Kim takes strike 2, making the Deuces wild on the scoreboard. I mean, Pegues is just so talented in so many areas. The 2-2. That's going to be hit over to Chip Kreis. Picks it up on a hop, fires on a first, and they hold it for out number 2.
The last thing I'll say about Pegues really quickly, too, I think out of everything we talk about in his game, the thing that impresses me the most about him is just his mentality, his discipline, his drive. Like, all those 3 things, his mental state, you can just tell that this guy's hungry. He wants to keep getting better. He never takes a play off. That's what I love about him.
He's got a great makeup. I mean, super nice to talk to. He's pretty humble overall, I would say.
Absolutely.
And, yeah.
I mean, you'll see how humble he is. Go to the Instagram and see what his reaction was to making the All-Star game.
First pitch to Sam Camacho was fouled off for strike 1. There just aren't enough things to say about Pegues at this point. I mean, you could really go on and on with the player, the person that he is. That pitch misses ball 1 inside. Hits off the padding on the backstop. T-Bolts lead it 5-3 if you're just joining us on the broadcast. Top of the 4th. Sam Camacho hits one hard out to shortstop. Robert Kelly picks it up, fires on a first, and the bag is held, and the catch is made by Aiden Simoneau at first. So Gabe Pegues creates his own run. We talked about him at nauseum in that frame, and T-Bolts still extend the lead. They've gone every single inning while scoring a run. So they're going to look to uphold it. Griffin Roussel still out there working, but first, let's hear a word from our sponsors.
Sky Point Federal Credit Union. Sky Point Federal Credit Union, they make banking simple. Sky Point believes banking should be easy to understand, personalized, and focused on making the community a better place. Whether opening your first account or planning for your future, Sky Point has the financial tools to help you hit it out of the park. Sky Point Federal Credit Union, they make banking simple. Visit Sky Point's branch in Silver Spring. More at skypointfcu.com. Federally insured by NCUA and an equal housing lender. Ben Norkin Architecture. Ben Norkin of Ben Norkin Architecture at 7204 Trescott Avenue in Tacoma Park, Maryland, helps people turn their dreams into their new forever home. Whether it's a renovation, addition, or a new home, Ben will assist you in picking colors and finishes. He'll explain building codes, zoning requirements, and materials that stress energy efficiency. Ben Norkin of Ben Norkin Architecture at 7204 Trescott Ave in Tacoma Park, Maryland, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Back here in the bottom of the 4th, T-Bolts lead it 5-3 over the Metro South County Braves in Game 2 of a doubleheader, quote-unquote, although the first game was picked up after nearly a month. Just trying to finish how to say that there. First pitch from Roussel, downstairs, ball 1.
That's a great walk-up song.
I was going to compliment Rio by Duran Duran. His next pitch misses ball 2.
Yeah, the walk-up song was a little bit late, but when you have a walk-up song that has everyone dancing, you got to play it regardless.
That's right. The count is actually 1-1, now 2-1. On Ben Robinson, the third baseman, who kind of got blitzed at third base by Gabe Pegues. Missed the baseball, had to quickly cover. I don't blame him one bit. Pegues kind of caught everyone off guard. Next pitch from Roussel lands for a strike. That's going to be popped up. I think the count's actually 3-1. A lot of moving parts. Keeping track of the scoreboard, and nobody can find it.
Wow.
Everyone had played back on it.
That one disappeared.
Connor Fricky was behind it. Aiden Pro was way behind it. Matthew Kim was coming in for backup to one of the two if they needed it, and it wound up just getting caught up in the lights almost, which is probably what happened.
They gotta communicate that better defensively. At least let everyone know, hey, I can't see it. But that one, to be fair, it disappeared from my radar too. I couldn't see where it went. Tricky one.
As someone who played baseball, as the first pitch from Roussel is strike one, I can't really complain or make any Monday morning quarterback type of assumptions. As catching pop-ups is really difficult.
Right.
Like, you got to stay with the baseball. You got to track it all the way into the glove. It is kind of a mental battle for 2 seconds. It may not seem like a lot on the surface, but that is what it is. That's strike three. Griffin Roussel gets the job done, picking up and out on his own.
Yeah, I say this a lot, but whenever something happens where you think you're going to get the out, you think the out's guaranteed, and it doesn't happen as a pitcher, you have to be prepared enough to make 4 outs when you don't get an out that goes your way.
Pitch outside, ball one to Chip Crace. That was Julian Lempert-Turkshire who struck out. But at the same time, you got to be willing to be in the zone and trust your defense.
Right.
So it's kind of that balance per se.
Yeah, what I mean by that is, say it's something that's supposed to normally be an out and it doesn't end up being an out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you got the out but you didn't, so you need to get one more extra one. So it's like you have to be good enough to get another one if possible.
It's the mental game of just keep moving forward.
Exactly.
So that misses ball 2 on Crace, who goes to Stevens Tech. He's been a solid player in this lineup for Metro South County. They appealed down to first on a bit of a check swing. He did not go.
Yeah.
I would have called the same thing.
Yeah, he definitely
that was me.
Held back for sure.
Yeah.
But I like Kai Schmelzer's confidence in that point.
Mm-hmm. You always got to check. There's nothing to lose in checking the swing.
Exactly.
So that's going to be outside ball 4. Or no, it's. I had ball 4 on that. There seems to be a bit of confusion.
I thought so as well. Yeah, it was ball 4.
He's going to take ball 4. Didn't matter, the stolen base. Schmelzer didn't throw him out, but
if he
nullified.
did, it wouldn't have counted, yeah.
Yeah.
But, a good rep from Kai.
Mm-hmm.
He's able to at least try it out without any damage.
Getting that practice in, Got to work on those throws to second. Really important. Now it's going to be Robert Kelly in the 3-hole. Now he has men on. First pitch from Roussel misses ball 1. And this is where he maximizes, and there you go. He's going to get a double to the wall. That might score 2. Trent Lopez tracking it, and it does. Chip Crace and Ben Robinson come around to score.
That was just a piss missile from Kelly. Unreal.
And what do you know? He makes up for he makes up for the RBI that he missed in the previous game. Sorry, we got the giggles here on the broadcast. Just a very funny moment here in Metro South County.
For some context, the Braves were saying some funny stuff. The Braves team dugout, and so I started laughing from that.
Yeah. As Brock Hunter comes out, takes the ball from Roussel, his day is done. They will call on Wade Hartrick, the two-way player out of the University of Chicago.
Wow, that was just a quick turn of events. And it seems like this team is just going back and forth with the Braves. The Braves, every time a punch has been thrown at them, they match it. It took a little bit longer this time because the Thunderbolts put 2 on the board in the third. They still put 1 on the board in the fourth, and now the Braves match it with 2 the opposite way. So just a really interesting dynamic between these two teams. Great matchup.
Very. And now Robert Kelly keeps sorry folks, we got the we're laughing really hard. Robert Kelly keeps up his 1 RBI a game pace, making up for what he missed in game 1 in the shutout.
Yeah, he got 2.
Yeah.
2 for the price of 2.
2-run double by Robert Kelly. And Hartrick's going to come in. Might be a bridge guy. He's only thrown, in 1 inning spurts primarily. And typically those have come in high leverage. But now earlier in the ball game, bottom of the fourth, he's going to come in and try and hold this lead.
Yeah, Wade Hartrick, usually we see him actually late in these games. We've seen him try to be the closer a good amount of times. He throws a lot of velocity on his pitch. He's got that really fast fastball. But now he's coming in more in the middle of this game.
Mm-hmm.
First reliever in for the doubleheader. Just hoping that Wade Hartrick can put together some solid at-bats in a row, and the Thunderbolts pick that bat back up and keep going. It was more defense in that first game, but certainly in this game it's been offense, offense, offense.
So Griffin Roussel's day is done. 3 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs given up, 4 of which were earned, 6 walks, 2 strikeouts. The line is still open for the right-hander, as the runner on second is his responsibility in Robert Kelly. Now Wade Hartrick. There's a pitch in the dirt. Ball 1, first pitch out of the bullpen. Hartrick deals.
Woo.
Next pitch, strike 1. I mean, that fastball is really good when he's got it in the zone.
That's that gasolina. My goodness.
Yes, gasolina. Which is probably why Brock Hunter has the idea of putting him in shorter spurts. Just dominating with the fastball. And that pitch lands in the zone. A really great breaker off of it. Kind of had Swakowski in between on whether he should swing at it or not.
That's crazy that he can have some break on that fast of a pitch, really.
That's going to be dropped by Schmelzer. He kind of stumbles to his glove side. It was indeed a nice recovery there.
Yeah, no, Schmelzer, he rarely drops those types of pitches, but even though he did right there, he was right on it. There's no way he was going to let Kelly go to third.
He works so hard behind the plate, game in and game out, whenever he's starting. As that's hit hard to Prell, and it gets past him on the dive. Kelly will score after the 2-run double, and now that is the 6th run Roussel has allowed in this game, officially closing his line. Now Wade Hartrick's got to minimize the damage as he's responsible for the runner on first.
Well, for the first time in this doubleheader, for the first time in this second game, the Braves have taken the lead. This is one that went back and forth. It started with the Bolts, and every single time the Braves were playing catch-up by tying it, but this time they finally overtook and broke the trend that we had.
A far cry from a shutout in this one. Every frame has featured runs. So that's strike 1 from Hartrick. If you're a pitcher appreciator, this would not have been the game for you. You should have gone to
that first
game
one.
1.
Yeah, that first one was all about pitching.
Low scoring, only 3 runs.
Well, that happens when you play multiple games in a row. Eventually, the bats are going to get hot. Like especially with the Braves, they rotated in almost everybody on that team, except for Kelly and I believe it was Chip as well.
Yeah, Chip has been at second throughout the entire day. Runner goes. It's popped up over our heads. It's going to go into the parking lot. Thankfully, no cars in that vicinity.
Thankfully, my car not in the vicinity. That's one of the only times I'm cool with being selfish there, you know?
I guess that's fair. You've had a lot of concern for your car recently. You know, is the area it was in Bethesda was getting peppered.
Oh, yeah.
And you had another foul ball in the parking lot there. That's in there. Strike 2 from Hartrick.
Oh, strike 3.
Oh, strike 3 on Simoneau. So well done by Wade. All he has to do is minimize damage and continue to let this T-Bolts offense eat. And now that we're within 2 outs, I'll ask the question after the pitch from Wade Hartrick. He has a runner on first. Now down 6-5. Next man up, Caden Behan. Who do we have any predictions? Who will go out as the first base coach for the top of the 5th?
I'm going to take a guess and say I think it's going to be another pitcher, maybe someone with experience. Maybe E.J. Youngling.
Maybe. Swung on and missed. Strike 2, or fouled into the mid, I should say. I haven't seen Youngling today, so.
If he's not here, then I'd have to change my answer.
Correct. Possibly one of the bullpen guys. You never know. Maybe Brandon Brown goes back out there. And that swung on and missed.
All right, Wade.
I'll go with, who else is in the dugout? Can't really tell. I don't think anyone in the dugout will go out there, but T-Bolts get off the field. Swung on and missed strike 3 by Hartrick, and he escapes the jam. So T-Bolts now down 6-5. They're going to have to keep fighting, and we'll see who comes out as the first base coach in the top of the 5th.
AFI Silver Theater. The AFI Silver Theater and Cultural Center in downtown Silver Spring presents the best in American and world cinema. They show classic American mysteries from the black and white era, as well as the most modern digital content from around the world. The AFI Silver Theater also features filmmaker interviews, panel discussions, musical performances, and more. The AFI Silver Theater at 8633 Colesville Road in Silver Spring is a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. COA. COA Sports in Gaithersburg, Maryland is committed to shaping kids' lives through sports. COA Sports aims to develop each child to their full potential as an athlete and as a person. They also help your student-athlete in the classroom, on the playing field, and anywhere in between. Learn more about COA Sports at coasports.org. COA Sports is a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Well, I don't see anyone who's prepared to be the first base coach. Dean Wandell, of course.
Fine, I'll do it.
Dean Wandell ready to go to third. With a red helmet.
Oh, here we go.
It is Brandon Brown once again.
There's your answer.
I was sneaking going to say him. I thought he was going to go out there for a second time.
Well, that would have been the boring answer. We had to be a little bit more fun.
You got to be more creative. And shout out Brandon Brown, if he can hear us on the broadcast. He's doing a great job out here. Still hanging out. Got to talk to him recently on the broadcast, which was really fun. Really insightful guy. Stuck around for a while, so shout out Brandon Brown. You can go find that. I forget what game it was, but check out the conversation I had with Brandon Brown on the broadcast. It's really cool. Him and Jonah Acosta were kind enough to lend us their time. First pitch to Trent Lopez, taken for a strike. Trent Lopez has already gone yard in this game. Maybe he'll do it again. He's already got 1 2-homer game. There's another strike.
Not only did he homer, but in that first at-bat, he walked in a run as well when the bases were loaded. So he's got 3 RBIs.
3 RBIs. He would be the player of the game so far. And that swung on and missed strike 3. Right as I say he's the player of the game, it's just brutal. Cut right through that pitch.
The thing that you would want the most is for multiple guys to put up performances to try to bring in that player of the game. So hopefully we see a good battle between these guys. I mean, I think Gabe Begasa stood out from that just situation, that sequence where he scored himself, and then obviously Trent Lopez as well.
Maybe Gabe just needs to be in Lorton for every game. He's played extremely well.
2 home runs.
2 home runs in 3 games in Lorton. First pitch to Connor Fricky is ball 1.
Yeah, at least the home runs for sure. But we see him produce like this every night.
That's true. Not to, diminish what Pegues has done throughout the entire season. He's hit 2 of his 3 homers here in Virginia or Lorton.
I believe the third one was at home.
Yeah, I don't think I was there for that, but still, I mean, Gabe is a superstar. Also a former player of the week. Fricky takes a strike there, 1-1.
Yeah, I also think, too, I'll throw myself in there. I think I've called all 3 of his home runs. Sam Bergstrom, our beat writer, is always complaining that I call most of the home runs, but you called one as well, Patrick.
I've called some homers.
You called Trent's.
That is going to go to 2-1 for Connor Fricky. I have called Trent's. I know our stream was a little late to start up in the Southern Maryland game, but that's going to be hit foul by Fricky.
Oh.
The stream was late to start up in Southern Maryland, but I called both of Trent Lopez's shots in that one.
Right.
Even though nobody heard it, so maybe it doesn't matter. But I also called Trent's here, so.
So you've called all 3 of Trent's. I've called all 3 of Gabe's. We're having like a 2v2 duel.
Maybe Trent's my guy. I love Gabe, but Connor Fricky takes ball 4. Well done there.
Yeah, we need like to have some combos where I talk to Gabe, you talk to Trent, and since I've called all 3 of his and you've called all 3 of Trent's, we have a 2v2 duel.
Maybe. Choose your fighter in the outfield.
Yeah, a fun little like Super Smash Bros. type battle.
Something like that. Marco Polizzi now stands in. I've called a home run of his. Speaking of home run calls.
Oh,
he gets a hold of one. There might be another one. Right on cue. Marco Polizzi goes yard.
Oh, man.
Marco Polizzi, homer number 2. And the T-Bolts retake the lead. It is 7-6. Perfect timing on a home run conversation.
Patrick Moran, Marco Polizzi, you're gonna go viral.
Hey, our initials are inverted.
We're gonna get that. We're gonna get that clipped. That was awesome sequence.
Yeah, I'm for sure gonna get that clip out whenever I get the chance. We'll definitely be in the end of season compilation I'll try and put together. As
bam, 7-6, just like that.
There you go.
Oh man, this has been a seesaw of a game. Just putting
really
pressure
has.
on one side, putting pressure on the other. I'm loving this. This is a duel.
Might be the best game of the year so far that the T-Bolts have played. And if they win, it'll be even better. So,
yeah, in terms of how even it is on both sides, I'd say so. In terms of performance, we've definitely seen some insane T-Bolts performances. For example, 20-0.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that was a shutout. We did have another shutout then.
Yeah.
Whoops. It happened so long ago, I forgot.
Pro with an even count, 1-1. Got the tough left-on-left matchup, and it hits him.
Eesh.
Caught him right in the elbow guard. That's why you wear it.
Yeah, it's just as long as it didn't hit his funny bone, that would have been the ultimate pain.
It would have been. Iden will take his base. No problem. So, a lot of homers by outfielders. We've had Caleb Sturdivant go yard, Griffin Pouvel go yard, Marco Polizzi, Trent Lopez, Gabe Pegues. We're going to have to get Cam Baker in on that action at some point.
For sure. No, I think at one point in the Bethesda game when Iden Perel had that bases clearing double, I think I said Iden Perel, and I gave like a little nod and nickname. I was Iden Perel, the Eye of the Storm, as he was calm in like a
big
thunderous,
spot.
A thunderous spot where everything around him was chaotic. He was calm. I want to try to keep like rolling off that. I like it.
Yeah, that's a really cool nickname.
It seems like whenever these big, that situation wasn't huge, but after a home run, it's nice to get a base runner. But
yeah,
in big situations this season, he's come through clutch.
Chris Warren once again, second mound meeting. However, He does not end up pulling his pitcher. So Kai Schmelzer will stand in, face the lefty, takes ball 1 to get things started in this at-bat. The only non-outfielder to hit a home run was Nolan Cutney in Bethesda.
Interesting stat.
Taken by Schmelzer, strike 1.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think we have seen just as many home runs this year as we have last year.
That might be true. That pitch
I
is
can fact check that for sure.
ball 3, or it might be ball 2. Trying to follow the scoreboard here in Metro South County. It is 2-1. He takes ball 3. Well done by Schmelzer, rising freshman at Gulf Coast State. So the T-Bolts, they really had one guy hitting the homers last summer. It was Brady Grimes, who I believe had 6. Pitch in there for strike 2. Now it's kind of evenly spread out, which is nice. You're seeing a ton of different names go yard, which is always fun. And I'm sure Sam on the social media side, as Schmelzer takes ball 4, will have a great time doing the Marco Polo caption on Marco Polizzi's homer.
So this season, the Thunderbolts have 10 home runs. If we look back to last season, as that loads up for us. And last season, the Thunderbolts had 8 home runs as well. So the Thunderbolts already have more home runs this season, 10 compared to 8. The Thunderbolts had 8 coming into today.
They're adding to that total. It's also crazy to consider that I know there are some names in the Ripken League that have like 7 alone.
Oh, yeah. I mean, last year, Emilio Gonzalez himself had the same amount as the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Just unreal. I mean that is an MVP type stat line, so.
Yep. I believe he hit for the Triple Crown, as the Metro South County Braves are going to make a call to the bullpen. Chris Warren actually goes to grab the ball this time. Cameron Main's day is done. Still responsible for the runner on first. Or first and second, I should say. Main is only through 2 innings. Gave up 2 hits, 3 runs. 2 of them were earned. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. A lot of 2s across the board.
Well, Patrick, what's your catchphrase? The deuce has gone wild.
Deuce is wild, yeah. They truly are in this sense. But that could change if runners score. So, hey, he leaves with 2 runners on.
Maybe.
You got that?
Yeah.
There was a 2 in front of his number. We're now going to see Ryan Henson on the mound for Metro South County.
Yeah, we could check out this home run total real quick. So right now the league leader in home runs is Malvasio from the Big Train. He's got 7. So the Thunderbolts have 3 more home runs as a team than he does. So
Yeah, there you go.
Take that, Malvasio. You got some more work to do.
I think given that he's a player with 7 home runs, and the T-Bolts as a team only have 3.
Oh yeah, I'm just making a joke.
Yeah.
In terms of actual home runs, we know that only they've hit a ton this season as well.
Yep.
They have over, I believe, 25 home runs this season. Just unreal.
The main catalyst of that number is Landon Springmeyer.
Yeah, that's first team all name, Patrick.
Springmeyer?
A little
That's
spoiler,
a great name.
Spoiler, but it is.
It's very crop dustery too.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
It fits the theme.
He fits the theme overall.
Same with Boma. Like Boma is a crop duster name.
Boma.
Boma fits the crop duster's name as well.
Do we have any T-Bolts that are like that fit the team?
That fit the team. I think
the name fits the team.
Let me think about this. Definitely, someone has to.
It's not going to make great air if you think about it, but
I think Trent Lopez is a T-Bolt's name.
Like, yeah,
that sounds like a Thunderbolt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe it helps because he's a T.
Yeah.
So.
Aiden Prell also seems like a Thunderbolt.
Prell is, that's a good shout. Matthew Kim is kind of a T-Bolt, although he's been around for a while.
Connor Fricky, that's the one.
Fricky? Yeah.
That's
a T-Bolt. First pitch to Gabe Pegasus as we get back to the action is ball 1. Pegasus has been great. Do you think his name fits the team, theme here?
I think he has an awesome name, but
He does have an awesome name.
But I don't think it fits like a Thunder theme. But at the same time, like, thank goodness he's on the team.
It's very very elegant and smooth as he takes strike one.
It's a very cool name, like the way it's pronounced, the way you phrase it. I mean, we were stuck messing it up the whole first half of the season.
Yes. And only his name on the PA announcement was pronounced as Pegwa, which was pretty cool, but not the right way to say it. Hits it on a line to a right fielder for out number 2.
That's maybe the second or third time this game where the Thunderbolts have just gotten a little unlucky. That ball was hit very low, and it just almost dropped, but just really good defending by the Braves. In right field, it was Joey Swakowski who made that play.
Yep.
That definitely had a good chance of dropping.
Very unique on how I'm starting to notice a theme here. There are T-bolts on the on-deck circle that are using a PVC pipe rather than a traditional bat. Maybe a lighter version of a bat per se with similar length. I totally get it. Caleb Sturdivant takes strike one. The donut definitely helped back in the day, putting it on the bat, lightening the barrel, making it more comfortable to swing, and maybe you feel like you can get a more ferocious swing off. But the PVC pipe seems to be doing that job just fine. Caleb Sturdivant, runners on first and second, takes ball one, kind of skimmed the dirt.
Yeah, with the way that this game's gotten, you had a huge home run there from Polizzi, but with only a one-run game and the way that the team's been going back and forth, I think you really want that luxury run to go across with Prell at second.
Oh, yeah. 2 outs as well. A single would do it. Caleb Sturdivant takes ball 2. Gets ahead in the count.
You know that the Braves are just going to keep coming with that offensive strike that they've been on, so you just got to show that you can do it even better.
The Braves and the T-Bolts have really gone in seesaw mode in this game. Sturdivant takes a pitch that was tugged to the glove side, ball 3.
Yeah, the seesaw motion, do you know what that resembles?
6-7.
Yep.
And the score is 6-7. I can't believe you just made that joke on a broadcast. Wow. I didn't even think about that. That was unplanned. As Sturdivant takes ball 4. We're getting up to some funny business on this broadcast. Wow, what a reference. And hopefully that score changes just because of the 6-7 you just hit.
Well, the good news is that the score is 7-6 the way that the board
reads. That's true.
But, I'd like for the board to change too, if that 7 could go up a little bit.
I mean, bases loaded. There may be 2 outs. I mean, I don't know about you. I'd like the T-Bolts to get more runs.
Super Kai Schmelzer. Let's see what he's got.
That's actually Matthew Kim.
Oh, Matthew Kim. Let's see what he's got.
Ball 1 to Matthew Kim.
That batting stance looks so similar to Kai's.
Well, Matthew Kim's easy to identify just because he doesn't wear batting gloves.
It's true.
So he's possibly the only player in the Ripken League to do that. But I love it. Old school guy. It's an old school game profile and such. Matthew Kim's the man. The 1-0. He takes upstairs ball 2. He did talk about the other day how he's sad to be playing for the T-Bolts for his last summer of eligibility, rising senior at Hampton Sydney.
He said he's trying to get that one final year if he can.
Yeah, maybe. You can kind of
negotiate that.
I don't know what it's called. Hack the system in a way, or
you never know.
Manipulate
nowadays.
it. Yeah. Nowadays, there's a lot that goes into it.
But me and Matty K the same age, so shout out to Matt.
He did talk about coming back in a coach's role.
Potentially, yeah.
It'd be cool to have him as a hitting coach. I mean, I'm sure he's got some really good stuff to say as someone who knows how to collect hits at a very high clip. Quick mound meeting between the catcher and pitcher, Ryan Henson and William Dean Reynolds.
Matthew Kim, this is your moment. Let's see it.
I've loved watching him for 3 summers now. He basically came in when I started calling games for the T-Bolts. He'll take strike one on that pitch.
And even then, to be a hero in this spot doesn't necessarily mean blasting it.
Mm-hmm.
If you take a walk, that's a huge hero moment where you're being unselfish. That's what a hero does.
That's right. Good morals.
Yeah.
Teaching the kids out there. He takes a pitch for ball 3. Do you have a favorite superhero real quick?
I'm a big Spider-Man or Batman guy for sure.
All right. I like it.
Probably Batman.
Batman was my childhood, like, whole identity. I was a huge Batman kid. I do like Spider-Man. Saw the movies recently, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire. Kim takes it for strike 2. He tried to sell it. That pitch.
He sold it to me too.
Sold it on, tried to get the borderline strike to go in his favor, but instead it goes in Henson's favor.
Kim's going to take a good second now to recompose himself after
Recollect.
he thought for sure he got that RBI.
Yeah. Fun fact, I've actually never seen a Tom Holland Spider-Man, so.
They're good. They're really good.
Yeah, I might have to get on that at some
Especially
point. I was
without
about
three
to.
Spider-Mans.
I was about to at one point, but, you know, ultimately did not follow through. Payoff is fouled off. Like him, that one goes behind the T-Bolts dugout. Quite literally, it found the little alleyway that's behind there, which is, search me how he managed to do that. Matthew Kim, I don't know what vibe Matthew Kim gives off as a superhero, unless he's just Matthew Kim. That is the superhero. He
gives off the Spider-Man vibe, I'd say.
Spider-Man?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
The unselfish, make the sacrifice play guy.
Okay. Payoff pitch. And there you go. Hero ball on the walk. He knows it. Clapping up his dugout, going down the first base line. And
that's just a gritty at-bat.
It's gritty at-bat for a gritty player. He drives in Iden Prowl on that one. And now Sam Camacho will stand in as the T-Bolts take an 8-6 lead.
Patrick, you made a really good point earlier in this game. You said you know how hard you work when you see all the dust on your jersey. Look at Kim's jersey.
Yeah.
You can't see the front of it, but I just saw it as he ran to first base. It's all sorts of dirty.
The pants are dirty. The front of the jersey is dirty. It's what our guy Nick would call a dirty jersey performance. Camacho takes strike 1. Camacho's got all the aura in the world. We talk about how he has all the aura points. Very swaggy-looking player. Takes ball 1. Pardon. I mean, the flow is luscious. You know, he just looks confident. He's from Miami. That's aura points.
Yeah.
I mean, passes the eye test for sure. And would certainly pass the on-field test. And, of course, announcer Jinx, strike 2.
If he just rips into one, then that's all this T-Bolts team needs. If he even just hits one into the gap, or if hits one decently bit over the infield and drops, that could change the whole course of this game.
Obviously, though, if he gets out, it ends the rally. But Matthew Kim got in a huge second run, given the situation. Camacho pops it foul.
And that's what Camacho does best, in my opinion, when he hits is he extends these at-bats. He makes it really uncomfortable for a pitcher, and he works the walks really well.
Yep.
Right now he's still got some work to do, 1-2 count, but I have a feeling this will be longer than just this pitch.
We shall see. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 1-2 count. T-Bolts lead at 8-6. Brian's praying for it over here.
Yeah, that was a bold thing to say.
We want it. He fouls it off again.
Thanks for saving me, Sam.
Saving your reputation as a broadcaster. And
oh, some Volkswagen just got hit.
And a car got hit. We are getting word on the foul ball. Camacho takes outside ball 2. This is what you were talking about, Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, bat's not over until it's over.
I have confidence in my analysis, but sometimes saying it in the heat of the moment, you know, I'm not the one out there swinging the bat. So.
That's right. That's right.
But, you know, that is what he does at a really high level.
Getting a great view of an open stance. 2-2 is going to be popped up. Ben Robinson has room. Can he track it? He does. So Camacho does extend the at-bat, as you were saying, but ultimately does not get the result he wanted. However, the T-Bolts put up 3 in the top of the 5th thanks to a Marco Polizzi 2-run shot. And in theory, in a 7-inning game, the 5th inning is the 7th inning. So huge drive there by Polizzi, second one of the year. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Wade Hartrick remains on the mound. Brian's going to bring you a word from our sponsors.
Koa. Koa Sports in Gaithersburg, Maryland is committed to shaping kids' lives through sports. Koa Sports aims to develop each child to their full potential as an athlete and as a person. They also help your student athlete in the classroom, on the playing field, and anywhere in between. Learn more about Koa Sports at koasports.org. Koa Sports is a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Parkview Capital. Parkview Capital believes your financial strategy should reflect more than numbers. It should reflect you. As a trusted investment advisory firm, Parkview Capital partners with individuals and families to build and protect wealth. Parkview Capital personalizes strategies rooted in your values and long-term goals. Whether you're growing your portfolio or preserving a legacy, Parkview Capital crafts a clear, customized path to your financial future, one that evolves with you. Parkview Capital, a proud supporter of the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
So there is not a single inning that has gone by, or half inning, I should say, where a run has not been scored. Wade Hartrick looking to change that trajectory here in the bottom of the 5th. He enters a clean inning that is under his command and control, if you will.
We just had. Oh, go ahead.
As the T-Bolts lead 8-6 here at South County High School.
I was going to say, we just had some Drake playing in between innings, shebang. So speaking of Drake, shout out Toronto and shout out our guy Nick, who's in Toronto right now in the 6th.
Ball 1 from Hartrick to get this inning started. I mean, we've had so many side quests and stories on this broadcast. And, yeah, Nick is in Toronto. Great social media guy. He's had strike 2 to Sam Mosman.
Shebang.
And our Sam Bergstrom, just said shebang off the air. He's right next to our table. I'm not, as that's ground ball. And Prell runs over to get it. He throws it low, but Connor Fricky digs it out. First base defense does matter, and he would endorse that campaign himself.
And Aiden Prell got it over to him. It wasn't the perfect throw, but it bounced in there, and they got the play. 1 out, and every out is just important in this ball game, especially with every team going back and forth in terms of scoring. An out seems like so much more right now than it normally does.
I know, right? I'm not going to lie, going back to the Drake thing, I'm not a rap guy, so I don't typically listen to Drake. However, that pitch drills him in the back.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
I mean, that was probably Wade Hartrick's fastest pitch of the night, and that's saying something. And it got all of William Dean Reynolds.
He got him squarely in the back. Dean gets beamed. How about that?
Yeah, Dean has Wade Hartrick on probation after that.
You're back at the school dean jokes.
I can't help myself.
And now, I would say he's going to detention, but not really. He's just got a designated runner coming in for him, Aiden Albright.
He's got an extra credit assignment.
Extra credit.
You just got to get hit by a pitch in order to get some extra points for your team.
That's a way to put it. Of course, if you're new to the Ripken Leagues, they have instituted a new rule this year on giving teams a designated runner for their catcher. Teams sometimes utilize it, sometimes they don't. But if that player has to come into the game, they lose the privilege. Ben Robinson stands in, gets the bat out of the way. Ball 1 from Hartrick.
Watch out. Wade Hartrick is throwing gas, and he's having a hard time of controlling it. But at the same time, like when that fastball is on, it's really unhittable. Like that.
Next pitch was more around the zone than it's previously been, just still not where it needed to be. Ball 2. Connor Fricky holding the runner on first. There's one out in this inning. Hartrick looking to be the first pitcher to go a scoreless frame, then that one gets by Schmelzer.
Oh, and once again, Hartrick threw it so hard that it perfectly placed right in between Kai Schmelzer's legs. He megged him.
I mean, Schmelzer's just, or not Schmelzer, Hartrick is throwing fuel right now. If you could see it on a camera, unfortunately, given our spot.
He might be the reason that the gas prices is going up.
Wow.
The gas is high in velocity.
That's in there for strike one. Get me over pitch. Somebody had a great line in D.C. the other day. I think it was like gas on pump 48 or something.
Oh, that's nice.
And that misses ball four.
That's a good take.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one from Schmelzer was really well placed, but couldn't fool the home ump.
Ryan Mariani's going to go out there, have a chat with the right-hander after he walked, who I believe was Ben Robinson. Putting runners on first and third with one out. And this game is truly going back and forth in all seriousness.
This has been probably the most fun back and forth game we've seen the Thunderbolts play.
Yeah.
In terms of best performances, the Thunderbolts have surely had better performances because, you know, you see the run total and you see defense at times with both.
Yep.
But right now it's just been entertaining. If you're a third-party watcher, which I doubt it, but if you are, well, just in general, like due to our community, that'd be a really fun game to watch. As someone that just wants to see good baseball.
What are you trying to say about the people that just found this on YouTube and are tuning in for the fun of it?
I'd say welcome in.
Welcome in. That's a good response.
And
even though you're taking a shot at third-party watchers.
No. I'm just saying, if anything, they're the ones benefiting because they're watching the best game with no horse in the race.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a very exciting matchup. Next pitch from Hartrick lands for a strike. Goes up 0-2 on the hitter Julian Lemper-Turkser, who we like to call Turk, nickname coined by his own team. We had Max Eckert chiming in on our conversation. It's Matthew Kim, very T-Bolt on the T-Bolt's names.
Gotta agree with that.
That is going to be no play. Camacho tried to go to second, and he did not get the out. Ben Robinson was just flying too fast down the baseline. And now Aiden Albright is on third, Ben Robinson on second, and Julian Lemper-Turkser on first.
It's a tough situation because if you're Camacho and you're picking it up at the angle you did, you don't want to have to turn your whole body to throw it to first. But the speed that Robinson was running, he didn't have the play at second, so it's just unfortunate.
So now you try and roll it up. Hartrick had that idea, pitching low in the zone, but this is ball one. So, yeah, shout out Max Eckert. He has still been tuned into our broadcasts. We appreciate everyone that does so. I mean, sticking with us on the road is understandably difficult, given there is no camera we can run. As Chip Crace swings and misses at the next pitch, 1-1. Crace 1 for 1 today as the starting second baseman once again. We've gotten some very nice compliments on our broadcast. We appreciate it. We're doing our best out here. That's popped up. If it's caught, it is. And Connor Fricky makes a phenomenal catch. I did not expect that, but Connor Fricky, for the second day in a row, makes a play at first base. And I'll say it again, first base defense matters.
Yeah, the only thing wrong with that was the fact that the runners were able to tag up, even though it was so shallow, because of how much of an effort Fricky took to dive at that, excuse me. Just an unfortunate situation for the T-Bolts because you trade in a really nice play for a run.
Yeah.
If that one drops, it's a foul ball and you go to 0-2, but there's no guarantee that you get that out. So, it happens. You traded in. You got the second out, but now it's an 8-7 game.
And once again, we have an inning with a run. You look at the scoreboard here in Metro South County, every single frame has featured a run scored. Got a new arm coming into this one. Wade Hartrick's day is done. And Silver Spring Tacoma will summon the right-hander Noah Tofin out of Broomfield, Colorado. Goes to Sul Ross State in Texas.
Tofin's another guy that throws gas.
Mm-hmm. We just saw him start the other day, I believe. Or not. Maybe I was just tripping. It might have been a suspended game.
I think it was a suspended game.
Yeah.
Against the Aces, I believe.
Last time out was June 29th for him, so.
Yeah, no, then he definitely pitched in that Aces game.
Yeah.
I remember listening to that. I think it was you and Peter, and you guys were talking about how unfortunate it was for him because he was having his best start of the season.
Yeah, good on you for tuning in on your off days to our broadcasts. Tofin's last time out only went 2/3 of an inning, giving up 5 runs on 3 hits.
Yeah,
Struck
no, I remember that Gaithersburg game as well. That one, the thing about Tofin and how it is with a lot of pitchers in this league is if you're landing in the zone, you're dominant. If you're not able to land in the zone, things get away. I think he can have the walk issue if the pitches aren't landing. But when he's landing, he's arguably one of the best guys in this bullpen.
A lot of upside out of the grad student. And just to break down that play by Connor Fricke, he got on his horse to get that baseball. And he caught it on kind of a falling dive, per se. Runners did tag, and, Metro South County got a run out of it. Robinson went to third. But, Connor Fricke, man. First base defense matters, and he is showing why. So this game is so offensive-driven, it's unbelievable. T-Bolts still lead it, though, 8-7 because of a Matthew Kim RBI walk. First pitch is a strike from Tofin out of the bullpen.
Huge.
And, Brian, you really think back to that Matthew Kim walk and how important it is now that the Metro South County Braves scored another run.
Yeah, he could be a nameless hero. Of course, we remember it, but those are often plays that get forgotten, but it was huge.
That is popped up. Tofin looks like he will have done the job. Marco Polizzi charging in, and he makes the catch. Well done by the right-hander from Sul Ross State.
Huge spot, and he got it done.
Gets the T-Bolts off the field, and the offense will look to continue to roll. They scored 3 runs in the top of the 5th, pardon. They'll go to the top of the 6th, looking to do more damage. And, of course, we'll update you guys on who comes out as the first base coach.
Athletic House. Athletic House on 18952 Bonanza Way in Gaithersburg is a promotional product distributor making mugs, pens, and T-shirts for advertisers. The Athletic House can supply your company with every possible promotional product from 3,000 suppliers. With so many ad specialties available, Athletic House can help leave a lasting impression with your customers. They'll create long-lasting relationships with your clients. Athletic House, a proud supporter of the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Radial Tire Company. The Radial Tire Company on 9101 Brookville Road in Silver Spring specializes in balancing, repair, and installation of your car's tires. The Radial Tire Company has experienced technicians with a commitment to quality service, advanced equipment for balancing and installation, and comprehensive repair options. The Radial Tire Company on 9101 Brookville Road in Silver Spring, proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
Well, Ryan Henson's going to stay in this game, facing off against the next chunk in the T-Bolts lineup. It will be 5, 6, and 7 coming up in the order. Trent Lopez kicking things off. This lineup is all right-handed. Or, pardon, there's one lefty, Aiden Prell, but they have it listed incorrectly.
Yeah, I saw that
on the
earlier
league
too.
Website, yeah.
Whoops
So-
daisies. It happens.
That's right. He is, I can say with confidence, the only lefty, though, in the lineup. Everyone else is right-handed. Top of the sixth, T-Bolts lead 8-7 here in Lorton, Virginia. Trent Lopez swings over a pitch in the dirt, strike one.
He's playing a little bit of Go Fish.
I can't make a card joke off that. There's nothing to
He
say.
was just fishing for it is all I meant.
Yeah.
It's just a good pitch.
His name doesn't correlate with any puns right now. That next pitch is a strike.
Ooh.
That may have been a borderline call, but Trent Lopez takes strike two nonetheless. Can't tap the helmet. The 0-2 on its way from Henson. Takes it ball one. Very disciplined from the right-handed hitting outfielder. Looks like Brandon Brown is waiting in the wings to get back out there.
As a first base coach.
First base coach. Brandon Brown reporting for duty. And Lopez takes another ball, evening up the count.
I don't know. Maybe we should give him an at-bat.
Brandon Brown?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of crazy. He's a pitcher. Very good one.
No, I'm just messing around.
Put a bat in his hand, see what he can do. As Lopez swings and misses, second strikeout, and as many at-bats. And just missed that pitch. Now turning things over to Connor Fricky. So Fricky coming off the outstanding defensive play at first base, putting on a clinic. He will take ball one outside. If my kid is ever a first baseman like me, and he needs to watch defensive highlights from first baseman, I'm going to show him Connor Fricky and how he handled first base in the summer of 2026 for the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. And that pitch misses ball two. You don't need any Matt Olson, Freddie Freeman highlights. Just 2026 Connor Fricky.
Yeah.
Although I'd have to go get it from the other broadcast because unfortunately we can't run a camera. That pitch misses for ball three. Fricky, very patient approach. Kind of similar to Braden Foster, who was here last season. Big-bodied first baseman. Seems like he'd have a lot of power, but instead kind of simplified things and took what was given. That pitch is ball four to the backstop. It does get away from the catcher, Dean Reynolds. But Fricky had no urgency of trying to get two out of it, just easily takes his base for a leadoff man, or not leadoff man, one out base runner in the top of the sixth. Now Marco Polizzi had a homer his last time up. Can he do it again? Takes outside ball one. Polizzi coming out of Millersville University, a late addition to the roster for the T-Bolts. And even though it seemed like this outfield group was fortified from the jump, the new names continue to make an impact. Marco Polizzi being the latest addition. You got to ride the hot hand as he takes outside ball two.
It's so unfortunate that the season doesn't go on for longer because this team is really finding its groove, and I feel like they're gelling so well now.
Yep.
It just took a minute for it to come through. But I wouldn't want to play the Thunderbolts as an 8 seed if I was a 5 seed.
He takes ball three. That pitch was right around the zone. And to be fair, last summer they hit the ground running. They looked like the best team in the Ripken League to start 2025. And things really fell apart after that. They had a roughly 12-game losing streak.
Oof.
But ultimately kind of brought it back together. Did win a playoff game or a play-in game, whatever you want to call it. Marco Polizzi takes ball four. Back-to-back walks for Henson. So, things change from summer to summer. It's a different group of guys typically, although the T-Bolts have a very high success rate of retaining players that are eligible and want to come back. And after the second walk from Henson to start, or I shouldn't say start this inning, but in this inning, he's going to be taken out.
Yeah, honestly, for the Thunderbolts, they were just doing a good job of letting the other team, really just doing what you gotta do, taking what is given. And when nothing was being taken, when you're at the bat and you're just sitting waiting for your pitch, and that pitch doesn't come, usually you either go down looking, or you go to first base on a walk. Both times,
Yeah.
Just doing a great job of seeing it well and taking those walks. And you take those free passes any way you can get them.
Chris Warren does make a pitching change here in the top of the 6th. It has been an offensive outburst in so many ways. Every frame of this game has featured at least one run. Three of the frames have featured at least 2 runs, and 2 of them featuring 3. New arm on the mound for Metro South County is going to be Sam Mosman. So Sam Bergstrom, this is your guy right here. Fellow Sam on the mound, coming in from left field, I believe. And Sam wants to get a minute on the air. Brian Alves will kindly step aside. So Sam, we're bringing you in for a hot minute, because we got a fellow Sam on the mound. I don't even know what you want to say, but if you want to wax poetic, do something, I don't know. Just say your piece. We've been on this broadcast long enough.
Well, Sam Mosman, this is a guy who plays the game the right way. Okay. You see the way he places his feet on the mound.
Get this guy off the mic.
I don't understand it, Patrick. I'm just over here doing my job, filming clips for social media, and I hear that the name Sam is meh.
It's a great name. I was just joking.
Okay, now he's saying it's just
Now he's saying it's a joke.
now he's saying it's a joke, but I took that to heart, Patrick. I don't know about that. But I mean, what a thriller we got going on right now.
What
For sure.
Tell you is that I get bullied off there.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of banter among us three. We had so much to say pregame once we got to Metro South County home field as Iden Prowl takes strike 1. So, yeah, Sam to Sam, you feeling a connection maybe?
Absolutely, but at the same time, I'm still hoping that Iden Prell can punish Sam's pitch here.
We shall see. The 0-1, he almost went around. They're going to appeal, and he did not go. I was going to say I believe he did not go, but the official appeal is confirmed. Evens the count up at 1-1 for the Dickinson second baseman, who attended McLean High School in Virginia, but also spent some time at Gonzaga, unfortunately. I'm kidding. Gonzaga's a great school. I went to DeMatha, so there's a rivalry there. But
Our 2 All-Stars this year also went to McLean High School.
Christian Dre and Gabe Pagase. Pagase and Prowl, I believe, were teammates. As that pitch goes to the backstop, both Fricky and Polizzi take an extra 90, no problem. But yeah, I don't want to misconstrue anything. Gonzaga, great school. I'm just a very proud DeMatha alum. So the private high school thing is real. I had a ton of friends that went to Gonzaga, so I do respect that school. 2-2. That's hit the other way by Prell. And the wings fly for the former Gonzaga Eagle, who didn't even graduate from Gonzaga. He knocks in another run. Connor Fricky comes all the way around to score. And a great job done there by Prell to knock a single to the backside.
Well, no matter what high school he went to, they certainly taught him well. Prell with a textbook opposite field hit the other way to bring Fricky home.
That was good. I can't lie. That was very well done on the pun or line there. I don't even know if you'd call it an official pun, but I guess it is a pun. Ball one to Kai Schmelzer, the backstop out of Gulf Coast State. Very interesting question that is going to be posed come postseason time. Who is the go-to catcher? Would you rather have Schmelzer's defense or Kelleher's bat? Kind of, best of both worlds. We've talked about if you combine the two, that might be the most outstanding player in the Ripken League. 2-0 count on the rising freshman going to Gulf Coast State. Takes ball three, pardon. One of four T-Bolts, to my knowledge, that has a connection to Florida. He and Cam Baker going to school in Florida, and then Jonah Acosta both goes to school in Florida and is from Miami, and then Sam Camacho, a Miami native as well. Strike one on to Schmelzer. These guys are bringing the sunshine energy, as we always like to say, bringing in the Florida boys from the 305 or Miami's 305, but that's roped by Schmelzer. It will get down. Prell will hold up at second. Marco Polizzi comes across the plate and scores, and the T-Bolts continue the offensive barrage here against the Braves. It is now 10-7.
Yeah, beautiful piece of hitting there by Schmelzer. Just a little chip shot to left field. That's all you need sometimes. And, of course, Schmelzer had the RBI double earlier today, and he has certainly found his swing late into the season. Of course, it's not easy for someone with no college experience coming into this Ripken League, but he certainly found his stride tonight.
Gabe Pegues takes his first pitch for ball one. And now you think about it, Schmelzer's going to have a leg up over his peers when he gets to campus. And working with the baseball team, I'm sure, in the fall and winter to improve for a spring season in 2027. That swung on a miss by Gabe Pegues. He's already going to have the experience of working with the lumber and seeing some more, advanced, polished pitchers in the Ripken League that are quite a few years his senior. You consider a guy like Noah Tofin on the squad, who's a grad student.
Nolan Kutney as well.
Nolan Kutney is a senior. Count goes to 2-1 on Pegues. Matthew Kim, a rising senior. Josh Erd, a rising senior. I mean, he's got guys that are ready to leave college, and he's just getting there. That is hit by Pegues. He might have just missed it. It's coming into shallow right field. The runners will not move. I did not get a good read on that baseball. It was caught by Swakowski in right field.
Yeah, it looked like the pitch just ran in on his hands a little bit, and it was just a lazy fly ball to right.
So still 2 outs. Runners on first and second. The Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Caleb Sturdivant is going to get a chance here. Feels like he's due for a big swing. He's looked great in limited action. Unfortunately, had to deal with some injuries midseason. Kept him out for roughly 2 to 3 weeks, where he still remained with the team as a first base coach, knowing that he was going to come back healthy at some point in the final stretch of the summer. The Marauder takes ball one.
Stu is certainly due.
Stu is due. It's a good way to put it. You always know how to articulate as a wordsmith, with whether that's alliteration or puns, rhymes. You've got it.
I actually think I got that one from Nick Ronholm. I believe when Sturdivant hit the home run against the Giants, I believe that was his caption, and it always stuck in my head.
Nice. Nick does come up with some very good captions on our social media. Unfortunately, he's out in Toronto right now. Swung on and tipped foul right into Dean Reynolds on the plate. Or I guess I should just say Reynolds. The last name is not hyphenated. So I would assume William first name, Dean middle name, Reynolds last name. The 2-1. Upstairs, ball 3.
He's no Julian Lemper-Turkisher with the hyphen.
That's right. Turkisher is, I believe, in center today in game 2. So, the 3-1. Hit over to third base. They might try and go for the force out, and they do not. Ben Robinson fires across the diamond. Servant was giving it all he could down the line and was beaten by a step. We'll see Noah Tofin get back to work here in the bottom of the 6th, looking to be the first pitcher in this game to record a scoreless inning. But first, let's hear a word from our sponsors.
Wild Bill Sports is all about travel baseball and fun. At Wild Bill Sports, travel baseball is the journey players take to develop skills, increase confidence, and grow with integrity, both on and off the field. Wild Bill Sports also promotes community engagement, giving back. Contact Wild Bill Sports at wildbillsports.com. Wild Bill Sports, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts. Jay Hollinger's Waterman's Chop House. Jay Hollinger's Waterman's Chop House at 8606 Colesville Road in Silver Spring serves up Chop House classics, fresh seafood, Chesapeake Bay oysters, a raw bar, and hyper-seasonal local produce. It has one of the best bars in downtown Silver Spring, serving craft cocktails, beer, and wine. Jay Hollinger's Waterman's Chop House at 8606 Colesville Road in Silver Spring, a proud supporter of your Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts.
So thank you, Sam, for coming on. Looks like he will give way, returning is Brian Alves, who briefly took over social media. We'll see what work he did after the game on the captions.
Oh, dude. I logged out of the Thunderbolts Instagram at some point, so what I did was I took the videos and sent them to Sam. He's about to cook up some captions. But we did get Eye of the Storm, Iden Prell with the RBI. I'm telling you, we're running with it. And we had a nice play by Kai Schmelzer as well.
Yes.
He's really been phenomenal offensively tonight. We might have to get him for an interview.
That's right. I mean, I'm sure are plenty of names we could look at for a post-game interview. Also got a chance to talk to Iden Prell's mom, who very kindly said or spoke highly of our work. We appreciate the feedback we get from fans. You know, we have some of the best fans, if not the best fans in the Ripken League, that tune in, are very knowledgeable, committed to the team. So it's always nice to hear people give us compliments on our broadcast. We're doing our best out here.
Yeah, whether it's positive or negative feedback, we're open to hearing anything you have to say, and we're going to try to do our best to give you the best broadcast possible.
Tofin gets ahead 0-1 on Swikoski, and he brushes him off the plate with a fastball right around the head area. Maybe some chin music, if you will. So
I have no idea who we're going to interview, Patrick. This is tough. I'm still thinking about that.
It is tough.
We got to win this game first, though.
That pitch is whacked out to right field. Polizzi tracking it, and he makes a catch with his right knee on the grass.
He proposed to that baseball.
That's a way to say it. He did kind of look like that. Wasn't the full, down on one knee, but
it's like a little lunge.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. He hits out number 1 for Noah Tofin. Well, with all due respect, I don't know if we can talk to a pitcher. This has not been a pitcher's game.
Well, we did get pitcher last game, which is awesome.
Yes. John McGowan was very nice to us post-game. First pitch from Tofin lands for strike 1 on Aiden Simoneau. So, yeah, this has been an offensive just outburst barrage. I know I've used both of those words already. The offense has been as hot as ever in a very exciting matchup that I think could be up there for Game of the Year.
For sure. It's been fun. I'm sure that there's been some crazy duel that, we weren't there for play-by-play back and forth against one of the, top teams. But from what we've seen, this has been the back-and-forth game for us.
Very exciting. Pitch is fouled off by Simoneau. 0-2. Or 1-2, pardon. I mean, when else has there been a game in the Ripken League where every single inning has a run come across the plate?
Yeah, and the fact that it's only 7 innings as well makes it even more intense.
Yeah. That is tapped and trickled foul. Just kind of dies very shallowly on the in foul ground. And count remains at 1-2. T-Bolts still hold their lead 10-7 here in the bottom of the 6th. Technically equivalent to the bottom of the 8th. That pitch looked really good. Not called in Tofin's favor.
Oh, I thought he had him for strike number 3. That was a beautiful pitch by Tofin. Good miss, nevertheless.
It really was. Count even 2-2. Gets him to foul it back into the screen. Is this the second time we've seen, a guy hit and pitch in the same day, per se? Because we saw Elijah Grant do it in Alexandria in the doubleheader, and now Aiden Simoneau doing it himself.
Yeah, this is the second time I've seen it, for sure.
Yeah. Wade Hartrick has not done both in a game, I believe, up to this point. Although he's caught and pitched on both sides of the battery. Very cool. Matthew Kim now has to charge, overcorrects, and misses the pop-up. These lights seem to be messing with the T-Bolts infielders. We saw Prell and Fricky on the right side of the infield have the same issue, where they were way too deep on a foul ball, or on an infield fly ball.
Uh-oh.
And now it looks like we are going to be
some lightning issues
in a lightning delay.
Oh, the game is in the 6th inning. We're almost to the end of it. This is so unfortunate.
We've gotten
This
so
is not
close.
one that either team would want to stop playing.
No.
But it's 10 o'clock. I would love there's no rain, I don't know. I don't see too much of a threat, but I understand the regulations.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. We'll see what the discussion here with everyone is going to be, both managers talking to the umpires, and we'll see.
The coaches are shaking hands with the umpires.
Oh, I hope that's not it, man.
This might be the game.
No.
It appears to be so. And everyone looks like they're going to pack it up. T-Bolts do get the win, though.
Well,
would love to see this game go further, but
is it going to be a win, or are we going to keep this going? Because this is if I'm the Braves, I would be upset if I didn't get the chance to try to win this game.
Yes, they are pulling the plug, literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
And the T-Bolts sweep the doubleheader unexpectedly. Well, so a very abrupt ending, unfortunately. We would have loved to see this game go further, especially because it was a great back-and-forth battle. Both of these teams are,
okay, so
exchanging punches.
Yeah, okay, they are going to give the Thunderbolts the win here, I think, which is great.
Yeah, only 6 innings. This might be the shortest win ever.
In terms of innings, yes, but that one, because of all the runs scored, it dragged out for sure.
Yeah. I meant in terms of game length,
of course,
innings-wise. And T-Bolts, a very successful day, ending on the note we didn't want it to, but we're not complaining about a win.
You never do. 3 straight for the Thunderbolts.
I was ready to see these offenses still throw punches at each other for at least one more inning. I know this game was only going to go 7, but a very abrupt ending in the bottom of the 6th where the game gets called. Technically, they did complete it halfway. They played more than half of a game, so you can put it in the books. And it seemed like both coaches agreed. There was no bitterness. The Braves were not complaining. The coaches shook it out. The head coaches, Chris Moran and Brock Hunter. So, well done for the T-Bolts. A very successful day here in Lorton, Virginia, taking 2 games in a doubleheader. They now put on a win streak.
Yeah, you start the game. You start the day 8-21, and you leave the day 10-21. That's going to go a long way for the confidence of the Bolts. 3 straight for the Bolts. They'll go to Gaithersburg tomorrow. They'll play that one. And then they'll eventually play that Aces game that is going to be renewed. That was 3-0 Bolts to start. So the Bolts have a chance to really turn the season on its head and put together some really nice performances. It's great to see.
For sure. So that'll do it for us. I mean, a great pitcher's duel in the first game, 3-0, T-Bolts win. And then the offenses both showed out in game 2. But the T-Bolts also take that one 10-7. So 2 types of wins and a very happy ride home for the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts, whichever way they got here. I mean, I know that there's no team bus and such. These guys getting here on their own time. So just a great day overall. I don't think there's anything else to add on our end. So we appreciate everyone for tuning in to our broadcasts today. We hope that the radio style held up well enough for you guys. And, yeah, it was great to call these games. A sweep of the doubleheader for the T-Bolts. And, yeah, with all that being said, we thank you guys so much for sticking with us on the Thunderbolts Baseball YouTube channel. And for Sam Bergstrom, Brian Alves, I'm Patrick Moran. We will be signing off for the night. Catch Peter Kelly and Brian Alves tomorrow in Gaithersburg. Are we cooking? Chad, are we cooking? Yo.